Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Winter of Death. I'm Toxic Male before a live audience, and this is Terrence Pop.
What's up, you crazy cunt Karens? And it's the holidays.
Season, the holiday
A lot of people
season.
out there, single, kind of feeling sad. There's nothing going on. Let's play the violin.
You want to get your stocking stuffed?
Yeah, but hey, there's a good side to this.
There is.
Because you're not stuck with the crazy goddamn bitch. You're by yourself and you enjoy silence.
Silence is gold.
It's gold. It is. It is gold.
It really is.
Now I'm in my 50s, right? And I've been around the block quite a few times. I know the drill. And I'm at that point in my life where a woman who doesn't fucking bug me and I get along with
That's really all you need, huh?
is way better than one of those chicks with the boom and the bam and thank you, ma'am, going on.
Oh, we got one of those, too. Would you like me to introduce her?
The boom and the bam?
Yeah, we got the boom and the bam.
All right.
Well, that's what I'm going to name them tonight.
Okay. The boom and the bam.
The boom and the bam are here. How you doing, Lauren?
Boom, bam.
Love to
I'm
have you
doing
back,
wonderful.
baby. Hell yeah!
The boom and the bam.
I mean, not only are the boom and the bam there, they're neatly framed, like right where it draws the eyes with some nice lights there.
Okay. Shocker.
She is Queen Christmas over here.
I see it. I see it. But today we're doing a show, and I would like to get feedback from all of the people watching the show. Send us your crazy breakup stories, crazy chick stories.
Yeah.
I mean, anything, or slingbacks.
Yeah, the slingbacks especially.
Yeah, slingbacks.
And crazy exes.
I get like about 2 or 3, I shouldn't say they're full-blown slingbacks a year. 2 or 3, how shall we say, feel-outs.
Feel out. Oh, yeah.
Where you get like the text message, hey, thinking of you.
It's like a dog sniffing around trying to find the best place to shit.
Or you get that Facebook message, just seeing how things are going.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is that Google search that I did about your net worth really true? Spoiler alert, no.
Yeah, we searched my net worth, and it's not even close.
Oh, it was hilarious. It's because we were looking up Demi Lovato because we're going to be talking about her shortly. And he's like, look up my net worth. And I looked it up, and I was like, that's funny.
Yeah.
But then they just look at your number of subscribers and be like, well, let's just add $1 per sub. That's about right. That makes total sense.
Yeah, because maybe I'm worth about 110 grand with my real estate holdings.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I were to die before 60, it's 1.68 million bucks in life insurance.
Oh, you're on the 65 and out plan, so.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm going to have that money go to a trust, and I will do nefarious things with it from beyond the grave.
So how you been doing, Lauren? That would have been a great segue into the first article, but we need to let our guest speak her mind.
And before we started talking, remember I asked you about your work. You said it's painfully slow.
Yeah.
Because
it really is.
We have a supply chain problem. We have trucker problem. We have ports are packed and they're not. The ships are not getting unloaded.
Mm-hmm.
And now
it's bigger than that though. On top of all of that, there's an employee shortage. We can't find good technicians to save our lives. I mean, these guys, they haven't been taught. They don't care to go into the business at all. We've steered our young men away from working with their hands. And this is one of the industries that's failing because of it.
Yep.
Oh, really?
It is. And here's the weird part. I know dozens of guys who work in the trades, from guys who, do flooring, mason work, carpenters, electricians, plumbers, welders, mechanics, what have you. And they make probably with limited overtime, probably 60 to 80 grand a year, which is a respectable living. And they really don't have to invest, 4 years of their life and tens of thousands of debt to get these careers. They simply go, become an apprentice. They get trained. They work as an apprentice for X amount of years because, you got to put in your dues. And then they start making decent money. Whereas some of these men are going to college, they get a blue collar or a white collar job, and only a few of them will pay you that kind of money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean,
yeah.
And maybe in the white collar lane, they can get in, and 10 years down the road, they can be pulling in $100K or more. But that's not that many because those jobs are going the way of the dodo bird.
That's what happens when you keep printing your funny money to encourage people to stay home for the common cold.
Yeah, and also like we've been sending those jobs that people used to get to actually make a decent living overseas to basically pay somebody pennies on the dollar to do the same work.
Yep.
And now we just had the EIU season happening, the 15 days to flatten the curve. And we gave a bunch of free money away, and
free money. Yeah.
People have started to enjoy sitting on their ass.
I actually know people who think, "Hey, we'll just print more money."
Yeah, because that's going to work.
They don't seem to understand how inflation operates at all, and that's why they vote Democrat.
Yes,
they're
idiots.
Like
idiots.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna. If this represents all of like all physical currency, if you know what I mean, is represented by what's in here. Printing more shots just means everybody's shot is worth less and less, and you have to drink more in order to get more fucked up.
That's right.
It's really about as simple as you can put it.
Yep.
Right, and isn't it some crazy percentage? Something like it's some crazy percentage of our money that was just printed
40%.
within the last year.
Yeah, 40%.
40% of our total money supply was printed in the past 2 years.
And then everybody wonders why the prices are going through the roof. And it's hilarious when Democrats bitch about it. Like, you kind of caused the problem.
Yes, they did.
Just like early on in the scamdemic, up in California stand. Oh, I want to buy a gun because I'm worried about stuff now. What do you mean I got to wait like 3 months to get Who voted for that? Oh, me. You dumb shits.
Absolutely correct. I mean, it's nuts. And it's not going to change until, until there's a reckoning.
Yeah. And usually those reckonings come at a very heavy price.
It's absolutely correct.
Oof. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. We're actually up over 500 viewers very early in the stream. It's almost like notifications might have been getting sent out.
Right off the crack.
I'm stunned. I'm honestly stunned. And it's not just because there's boobs on my screen. I'm just saying I'm stunned.
All right.
Thank you all very much for tuning in tonight. We have one hell of a show for you because we're turning it over to you guys to tell us your crazy psycho X stories, your slingback stories. We've all got stories, so we're going to let you into our lives a little bit. And also tonight, finally, the music video for Pringle Smells is going to debut right here on the stream. Pop just saw it for the first time. Lauren's never seen it. So we're going to get some honest reactions here tonight.
It's quite disturbing.
It should be good.
Speaking of disturbing.
One Pringles can and no one ever lets you forget it.
You're damn right. And speaking of disturbing, Demi Lovato sings to ghosts to help them overcome trauma caused by sexism.
All right. So Blake sent me this. I watched 30 seconds of it, and I literally turned it off.
I can't,
it's so stupid.
I mean, this woman, it wasn't that long ago she did that Vanity Fair shoot, and I was like, damn. She may not be a 10, but she's straddling like 9.5. She looked damn good. Everything
she can
woke,
straddle your 9.5 is what you mean.
Yeah, everything woke turns to shit.
Yep.
this now it looks like her entire genetic code got hit by a 9.5 earthquake.
Let's do a before and after. Do you have a before picture?
Oh yeah, we'll go down here. All we got to do is just scroll down. Not really that
one there.
Looks a little better there. Looks pretty good there. Well, even though, of course, it comes out as non-binary and reveals they, them pronouns. Wham! Sorry, I'm not going to indulge your mental illness. You're just going to have to fuck off.
And now she looks like a frumpy piece of paper that you use to wipe your ass with.
This is her first stop on the way to becoming Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, that's actually a good point.
And we all know how that turned out.
Oh, my God.
Did a whole video about it. You guys should do a search for it.
Yeah, we ripped her a new one, man.
You know what I just realized about the title of this? I guess I was mistaken at first. Maybe I just misread it. But she says that she sings to the ghost to, what was it?
To help them overcome the trauma caused by sexism.
Okay. So see, now when you first read that to me, when you said help them overcome their trauma, I'm thinking she's talking to ghosts, like ghosts have mental issues. They
yeah.
Demi
Lovato in front of a not so live audience.
Well, okay.
But what it is it's them. The them is referring to her.
Oh God, yes, that's right. Wait,
holy
what?
Shit!
I didn't even think about that. She's not singing to help the ghosts overcome trauma. She's okay. So I guess this is as good a time as any to point this out. So much sexism.
Crazy.
All right, hang on.
$40 million net worth. I really don't think she's been experiencing any sexism.
Yeah, she has not been crushed by the patriarchy. There's nothing going on other than she's looking at the wall.
Oh, look at this.
It's not looking good for her.
And she blames the patriarchy for holding them back from growing. No.
All right, hang on.
I mean, now that she's embraced this mental illness, sooner or later the Tourette's of the elbow is going to kick in.
Yeah, you're right.
And nothing's going to hold her back from growing.
God, no, it's a freight train. But, when you kick your air addiction, in my mind, the only thing that you should be worrying about is if you're going to have to go spend a session with old Saint Nick.
Old
Scratch.
Oh.
Okay. Other than that, I mean, I really can't envision a spirit being worried about somebody grabbing their titty when they used to have an actual body. Because that time is over.
I mean, I've seen Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are into that.
The ghost of Bell Hooks is coming to her for inspiration.
Oh, God.
All I know is when Blake sent me this, and I locked like 30 seconds of it. I was like, this is so fucking stupid. I was sweating with embarrassment.
She keeps this up. She's going to get visited by the ghost of Christmas Sputure. We're done here.
Yeah, now listen. I myself believe in the paranormal.
And you said that as soon as we hit 666 viewers.
I'm just saying. I've been around. I've seen some stuff. I grew up in a haunted house. I've covered all those videos. You guys can, look back in our history and find them.
That's Lauren's favorite.
The ghost
stories.
Oh shit, yeah. The ghost stories.
We're going to start doing a lot more paranormal pop here in the next year as well. It's just the problem is that any of the good spots
are far away.
Well, it's not that they're far away. It's that whoever's in charge of returning their emails and phone calls sucks harder than a black hole made of Amy Horton's offspring. Like, it's the singularity of suck.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
And that woman could start a leaf blower after she gave it visual aids.
All right, so let's start off here. I have a lot of people who watch this show who are either in the military or former military. And I will tell you this. If you are in the military and you have not been Dear John'd at least once, you are extremely fortunate because that is very, very common. Mm-hmm. In fact, I got in my time in the service, I got Dear John twice, and I got divorced once. And I got out of active duty to get married because I thought maybe I would have a better chance. Boy, was I wrong. But like the first woman that Dear John me, I literally was dating this girl before I left for the Army. And everyone told me, hey, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And that's just code speak for
I'm already fucking somebody else.
Somebody's getting a quart of throat yogurts. All right. So
She's getting more hot dogs thrown at her mouth in a trash can at the ballpark.
Yeah, I get the Dear John thing, and it sucked. It fucking hammered me. I was very upset for quite some time. Got over it. And, this particular woman moved out to Phoenix, Arizona area. And I believe she works now as a, what are the people who answers the phone for police? Dispatcher.
Yeah.
Mm.
And she's now divorced. And she is on the pass around tour.
The pump and dump.
Yeah, 7-5-3-3 1-1.
The downward spiral.
She is like at the 3-1-1 done thing.
You know what else spirals into oblivion? Shit, as it's finding its way into the sewer.
And stuff getting pulled into black holes. Not going to say anything definitive, but these things happen.
So I'm told.
But
picturing it. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, and it didn't really work out for her. And the second Dear John, I'm not going to say her last name. Her first name was Judy.
Judy.
And I was crazy for this girl. Auburn hair, nice set of knockers. It was all that in a bag of chips. Got the Dear John.
Oh.
And the second one, you're kind of like, you open up, you're like, oh, yeah, all right, here we go. Okay. Now,
it's bad when you start critiquing their spelling and grammar because you've gotten so many of these things.
But this girl, Judy, at least every other year, I will get like a message on Facebook. Hey, how you doing?
Did she pull the pin on the fat grenade?
The check-in. Well, let's just say, not a lot of women pull off the big booby thing and still remain thin when they get into middle age.
That's very true. Most of them look like a melted candle.
Yeah, so I usually, I think I responded to her once, like 6 years ago, and I haven't responded since. I just ignore it. But most people out there are going to get a slingback.
Yeah.
If 7 years has passed since the failure of the relationship. The person who did the leaving has a minimum of 2 or 3 failed relationships after they get done, screwing you over. They'll usually come sniffing around. A major event happens in your life, like you inherit a lot of money, you get a high-paying job, or you dump 50 pounds or more body weight. Okay.
And that goes both ways.
It goes both ways. It goes both ways. Except, women, like men don't usually come after a woman if she gets a good job because we usually don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually like if, the 3 failed relationships, the 7 years, stuff like that. And then dudes.
Yeah. Well, maybe she wasn't so bad.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to say
different.
Like men sling back too. It's just different to a certain extent. And we have a female on the show. Maybe she's had a few slingbacks.
Yeah, I think
from back in the day.
We'll have to turn the floor over to Lauren at some point. But I think we're up to 758 people already watching, and we've already got some stories to tell. So we can go to some super chats for a bit, and then we'll come back and we can get a slingback or a Psycho X story from you, Lauren. What do you say?
Well, how about I give the quick story about the Mexican with the baseball bat full of gutter nails?
Oh, goody.
Exciting! Exciting! All right, so I meet this girl. She's Hispanic.
If you rated her on the 10 scale.
She's a 7-7.
7-7?
7-7.
Okay.
Not bad.
7 body, 7 face, or just 7.7 overall?
7.7 overall.
Okay.
And I had to grade her down because her attitude was shit. She was fucking crazy.
And that was before
the
baseball bat full of gutter nails.
No, I only went out with her for I think it was 6 weeks. And when I first started hanging out with her, there was a couple incidents where she got really angry, and how Hispanic women, they talk really fast, you can't understand what they're saying,
and some of it's Spanglish.
Well, you get the occasional word like fuck, shit, damn, and the rest of it's all like and literally I'm just well, it's got a bad temper, but man, those titties look so good.
It's what happens when you're dick thinking,
yes.
man.
It's
when
exactly.
When you are in your dick thinking years, you will put up with you might as well be Irish, because you will put up with more shit being wrong and look the other way.
Yeah, you want to talk about I care me nots.
Is that what you named the boobs?
But
I'll carry me not one, I'll carry me not two. Put your hands together.
But and I don't know what was going on, but she would just get angrier and angrier every time I'd go over there, and I don't even know why.
Oh, really?
I couldn't even get. And then that final time, she lives on the second floor of this apartment complex. I'm literally walking up the stairs. I turn the corner. I walk maybe 8 feet down the hallway. The hallway's about 50 feet long, and there's 4 apartment doors, right?
Yeah.
Hers is the first one on the left. Door opens. She steps out, holding a baseball bat with 6 gutter nails in it. Because I'd seen that same bat in her closet, and I asked her what it was for. And she said it was to defend herself. So now she's completely out of her apartment, holding said bat full of gutter nails. And she starts yelling something in Spanish, talking incredibly fast, puts the bat up into attack position, and runs at me.
Andale, epa, epa.
So I'm literally in my mind, I'm like, maybe I should wait a second. She fucking around? Are you fucking with me? And then that little voice in my head's like, alert.
Red alert.
You need to go into full evasive mode.
This is a fight or flight situation.
I'm like running backwards, and my mind is like, there is a railing. You will fall off. Prepare to jump. I went over that railing like SpiderMan. And then I was in airborne ranger shape, so I'm used to running 5 miles a day.
Spider pop. Does whatever a spider pop.
I land, I do a roll, I get up, da-na-na-na, and I just run off into the darkness, never to be seen again. Never even went anywhere near that place. I was done.
Well, I mean, it does help to know different languages, because the first time you went south of 8 Mile, that little tattoo that was over her, her Cave of Wonders, it wasn't, beef with broccoli. It really says, abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
I don't even know. Part of me wanted to go back and, find out what the hell's wrong with you.
No, you don't want to go back.
No. And,
there are
fortunately,
some better left unanswered.
Evil Pop was like, those were some really good Tetons, but now it's time to go to different mountain ranges.
Time to move on.
Get to better
That's
peaks.
not bad Pop.
That was Evil Pop.
That was Evil Pop, yeah.
That's not evil Pop. What the fuck
that
is evil
sounds
about
like
that?
that's downright sensible
like
Pop.
Sane, logical, common sense Pop. What the fuck are you talking about?
Evil Pop
Chasing you
sometimes.
with the bat. Listen, here's why you don't go back for the answer, right? Because if she didn't have enough respect for you to tell you what her problem was in the first fucking place, what makes you think you're going to get an answer now? You're just going to risk your life again going back.
Oh, no.
No.
And you said it was like a gradual increasing anger scale.
Yeah.
Up till that point.
Yeah. It just seemed to get worse. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I mean, I wasn't around. I mean, I was doing Army stuff.
You know, I bet
come around
that-
every once in a while.
I bet it was either that or it was someone else, and you just happened to be there at the wrong time.
Could have been. But all I know is I went over the railing, did my PLF, rolled, got up, and ran off into the darkness.
Kitty, 2 kitties for the price of 1, winning.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the gutter nail story. I was like a year later, I was tempted to go by there, and I just said, "Fuck it," I didn't.
No. I'm glad that you didn't.
No.
Because
you gotta watch. You gotta watch them Latinas, man. They're crazy.
Yes, and there's 404 dudes who are still alive because you didn't go back there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there would just be one down.
Yeah, and listen,
Right?
I don't care who you are. Okay, like if you watch a lot of Hollywood fight scenes where people have weapons and then people are like blocking,
Yeah,
that doesn't happen in the real world.
No, in the movies you have extremely accommodating stuntmen. Just watch Batwoman.
Mm-hmm. As soon as the weapon comes out, if you aren't immediately withdrawing and running away, you are going to be hit or shot or stabbed with that weapon.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to happen.
Yep.
It's like if you're in a knife fight, a dude pulls out a knife, and you decide that you're going to stand your ground. You have to realize that you've already been cut.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're cool with that, fine. If not, run.
I think that's good advice for many situations.
Are you in?
All right. Yeah. You
Just
don't
right.
have to tell me twice. All right, we're going to take a quick sponsor break here for Uncle Nick by Frank Savory, and then we're going to get to your super chat so we can hear some of your stories before we get to Lauren's.
All right.
Fantastical. Uncle Nick is coming home for the holidays, and he wants to stuff your stocking. He's a cigar-smoking aviator wearing liquor-loving punk. He's kind of like a quim-drinking army grunt that we all know and love without the brain damage. Don't line up all at once, ladies. Go to franksservy.com and pick up a copy of Uncle Nick today, because I said so.
Yep.
Do it. I mean, look at that ass. How can you not go pick up a copy? I think Kindle is free if you have Prime.
Not really.
Not really.
No. One of my books is free on Prime, and I've just been getting nothing but hammered in the ass by Amazon ever since. That's why the second book is not free for the Prime thing.
Some people are into that. I'm just going to say.
Yeah. It's not designed for that.
No, it's not. All right. We're going to jump right here into the chat. Chavis Wolf said that he sent an email to Redonkulas. I tried to confirm in the chat, but
Can't find it.
unfortunately, I cannot find it, man. I have no idea what's going on, man. So I'm still waiting on hearing back from that one, but we do have Crazy Uncle here.
Oh, here we go.
Part 1. I don't know where he is in the chat here. Oh, there he is. Okay. Good evening, you British cigarettes. Hope everyone is in the holiday spirit. Currently hanging out with my pal, Johnny Walker, and his brother, Black and Red. In any case, I wanted to send you a Wango Tango. In the past year, I got contacted by a young girl that I knew through her parent. The last time I saw her, she was 15. Don't worry, that was about a decade ago.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that so early on. We started chatting, and she knew how good of a man I was then and was interested in how I was doing. FYI, she just finished college, red flag. Hell, that is like someone beating you over the head with the flag pole right before trying to shove it up your butt. Yes, I'm a bit red-pilled. However, that is not what made me worry. Her single mother, oh boy,
Here we go.
who I had fully rearranged her insides thoroughly, would tip the ethnic anger scale into the homicidal range. I know for a fact she is armed, and that is insane. Digest that one, and it probably needs a joke. I can't think of one. Well, if you rearranged her insides, it's just fair to assume that you probably gave her some throat yogurt to coat the bruising. I also wanted to let you know the most fucked up reason I was told the woman broke up with me. I'll tell you in the next one. Oh man, it's like you know what I'm going to be talking about later. It's good times.
Nice.
Another crazy uncle here. Stupidest reasons women broke up with me. 1, cooked dinner for her and the kids. Her kids didn't just ask for seconds, but ate until they were sick. She pretended to blame me that her kids didn't like her cooking. FYI, I tried her cooking. I wonder if she has taste buds. Number 2. Was in my mid-20s. She was 21 to 23. She actually said, "You would make a great husband and father, but you make a shitty boyfriend."
What?
That is bizarre.
Hang on. My brain is going... Yeah, there it is.
Like,
Number
what
3.
the fuck is that?
Broke up with one because I was in the field on a 3-week field problem, and she thought since I wouldn't break trail in the middle of the night just to give her a goodnight kiss, she assumed I was cheating. I was so tired when I got back that I didn't even realize we had broken up until a buddy's girlfriend recounted the night. Get ready for part 3. Oh, boy.
There we go. Now,
Oh, boy.
that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Guys go to the field, and they come back, and their girlfriend is no longer their girlfriend.
Yep. Reaper01. Oh, boy, this is going to be bad. Every time Reaper01 sends in a chat, it's going to be bad.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, Reaper01, I'm not seeing your email yet.
Didn't show up?
Didn't show up yet. Are you sending it to Redonkulus Blake or Redonkulus12? Redonkulus12 is looking mighty empty right now.
Yeah. If you're going to send shit, send it to Redonkulus.
Yeah, send it right away. Thumper the Sweaty Fat Guy sent in an email with a nice story. Here we go, Slingback story. I have several stories of that. The funniest is my first ex-wife. Well, there's your problem.
Mm-hmm.
We've been divorced almost 22 years, and she's trying to get me back now when she turns 50 in 2023, weighs over 3 bills, raging genital warts, according to my daughters, addicted to Oxy,
Oh, my God.
and divorce rap paid me, robbing me of my kids growing up and a ton of cash. Yeah, I am the 71% of gross child support as fuck guy. Wow. He's not even done yet.
Oh, God.
Almost a year after she kidnapped my daughters and moved 1,500 miles away, she tried to get me back. Life is hard when you're all alone and nobody wants you. I said no 21 years ago, too. A snowball has a better chance in hell than she does of getting anywhere near me. I wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire. I'd find some wood and a few gallons of gasoline for science. The second ex is stalking me again, wanting some D. It's been 8 years. She's going to be 40 in August, and the kids and the years have not been kind. She had me thrown in jail for shit I did not do. Dude, you know how to pick them.
Wow.
Lots of girls from my younger days try to hook up with me now. What use do I have for 50-year-old females? I don't have any litter boxes that need to be cleaned. Savage.
It is savage. Savage.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah. I remember I told this one woman a couple of years back that I don't date women around my age.
Oh, I know she lost her shit on you,
She
too.
got very, very upset with me. And did I care? No.
No.
No, I didn't.
In fact, I'm pretty sure it went something like this here. Hang on, let me just grab it.
Okay, we're gonna have to go with a big fuck off.
There you go. Crimson Hawk, don't be sad, man. I gave a girl my number today. After giving it to her, she said, "My husband and I are getting divorced." Blah, 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 blah. Stay single, blocked her, winning.
Dude law.
Yeah, I just like. All right, this is an observation, which is a beginning of a theory.
Uh-oh.
That there are a lot of women out there that get rid of good dudes, and then when they get north of 40, they realize that the game is up, and no one's beating down their door to pay full retail for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's too bad for them, and I'm sorry. I'm fed up with women. I really am. And I'm at the point where I'm pissed off because, they're blaming men for their emotional instability, right? right now what you have is a generation of emotionally damaged people who were raised in single household mothers, in single mother households, emotionally damaged people. You know what I mean? It's just the layers of mental damage. It's inescapable. That's why you have these women they're delusional. They think that they deserve the best when you're average at best, bitch.
And most of them are below average.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Especially if they're single parents. And this is also where the daycare generation comes from. They don't know how to raise men. And they don't even try because they have to do everything now because they can do it alone. Right. So they wind up getting raised in daycare. And what you have is you've got now a generation of so-called adults who were raised as part of a 30-child family with one adult in the room. And the only way to get attention was to scream and cry and throw a tantrum. And guess what they're doing now as adults when they don't get their way?
Bingo.
Exactly.
Burning, looting, and murdering. This, what we have been seeing for the past year and a half, is a direct result of fatherless homes.
So you're saying the burning of a city is an adult temper tantrum?
Just a smidge.
Yeah.
But it's okay because they're different. They're different. They love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stunning and brave, fiery, but peaceful. I'm sorry. Got to make sure that we clarify that because otherwise it's a conspiracy theory.
Now, in fact, I have I just forgot about this one.
What?
This is a particular woman who I literally gave the full court press to back in like the late 90s.
Oh, yeah?
And she friend zoned me. A couple years later, calls me for advice about another dude she wants to date. I mean, that is the red flag of the friend zone right there.
Yeah, been there.
So, this particular woman was also an enlisted person in another unit. So there's that respect thing. So I answered her questions. But I remember at the end of the conversation, I'm like, you do realize that you have forever cemented me into the friend zone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So a couple years ago, I get like, hey, so what are you doing? And I literally respond, I'm doing fine, but I'm reminding you, I am permanently in the friend zone, and I'm not coming out.
Yeah.
So.
You don't even care to asshole your way out.
No. I just said I'm done.
What is that beer you're drinking there, Lauren? Because
I
don't recognize it.
Sierra Nevada Big Little Thing IPA.
Big Little Thing IPA.
That's
not a euphemism or anything, right? This IPA tastes like dick.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. That's hardcore, man.
Imitation penis, a-hole. What? That's what IPA stands for.
Now, here's another piece of funny trivia. That the average person's anus can be stretched to a diameter of 7 inches. And a cat can fit through a 4-inch hole. So in theory, each person can take 2 cats up their ass.
So if Richard Gere ever wants to come on the show and talk about his personal experience in this endeavor.
The gerbling?
Oh my God, how many gerbils is that?
That's probably, I think it's like 16.
It's a gaggle of gerbils.
It's like a dozen plus 4 up the ass. I mean,
they're all just hanging out in there. Squirrel.
I read that on Facebook and I'm like, who the fuck thinks this shit up?
It's like picking the corn off the colon wall.
I'm like, what the hell is this?
How did we get here?
On what flowchart of insanity do we have to take the off ramp to get to this crazy subject?
You were the one who took us here.
Ass?
You're driving this crazy ass car. I'm just glad it's got suicide doors. I'm out. Oh, shit.
Hey, look, man. Listen, we got Christmas
now
around the corner.
I can die happy, knowing how wide somebody can stretch their asshole.
Well, I'm just doing that for a little levity because there's a lot of people out there who are depressed and Just trying to make them laugh because, that shit is funny. Just saying. In a crazy, up-the-ass, funny kind of way.
Whew. Yeah, you people around there, when it comes time to have our Mantastic Moment party, hide your pets, hide your wife, and hide your a-holes because we fucking everybody around here.
Everybody getting fucked.
Figuratively and literally.
Wow. That shit's funny, man.
I think we just had a new classic moment on the show. That's up there with Starburst.
It's just a curious little tidbit of information people should know.
Why?
Inquiring minds want to know.
I don't know.
On what fucking planet, I don't know. Perhaps the one that impregnated this woman with Elvis's alien love child.
Well, you figure if you have a hat size that's less than 7, you could probably stick your own head up your own ass.
Oh, my God.
And this is why you don't sleep at night.
I think about weird shit at night. I can't help it.
Holy smoke. That called big black dick right there.
Hey.
Oh.
Stir up the juice and see what shakes loose, right?
That's horrible.
Munging.
Look.
Well, based on that story, we just hit over 900 viewers on YouTube. Thank you all very much for tuning in. For those of you who aren't, puking in the toilet with your phone next to it on the floor, that motherfucker.
Hey, come on, guys, in the comments below. Was that funny or not? I mean, come on. I am I guess I'm an internet comedian. I say funny shit. What can I say?
Oh man, Crimson Hawk in the chat. 7 inches, you say?
Yeah, 7-inch diameter before it starts taking any damage.
It's that kind of a day, gents. It's that kind of a day. Aren't you glad you came on with us tonight, Lauren? I think you needed this.
Yes, I did. I absolutely did. You have no idea.
I love it.
Yes.
General Jackson, about the only good thing when it comes to the holiday season, in my opinion, are all of the Grinch-esque songs that have been coming out as the years go on. Corey Taylor's Xmas is a great example. Haven't heard that one.
What? To be honest, ever since I got divorced, I really have not been very Christmassy.
Kids are really what keep the spirit in you.
I always had a great Christmas for my kids. I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on presents every year.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but other than that, I literally don't care.
Oh, you don't even accept gifts unless you can eat them.
That's right. I only accept food. That's it.
A chocolate bumpy cake for anybody out there wondering how to pack some pounds onto Pop's ass.
Yeah,
this holiday season.
Actually, and
P.O. box is in the description.
Well, the best bumpy cake was Entenmann's, and they quit making it.
They did.
Yeah. So I use the Sanders. I get Sanders bumpy cake.
Yeah, we had that on Kleiner Christmas last week.
What kind of cake?
It's a bumpy cake.
Yeah, bumpy cake. It's a chocolate fudge with buttercream stripes that go through the top, so it makes like
chocolate
a ridge on it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really.
Okay.
You might as well just take that cake and rub it on your ass because that's where it's going.
Yeah, it's pretty much it.
It's so fucking good though.
It's like you eat it, and in the back of your brain, there's somebody tied up in chains going, "Don't do it!" It's so fucking good.
Like my buddy Steve. He used to live at my house, back at when I lived in Berkeley.
Oh, yeah, the guy who doesn't zip his pants up.
Oh, whatever. The guy's a genius. But,
he is.
Yeah.
But he doesn't zip his pants up.
But he would come downstairs and I'd be eating bumpy cake and he'd be like, "Oh, so is that your dinner?" And I'm like,
"Don't judge me, man.
Don't look at me."
I remember when we shot Phantom Holiday, you bought a caramel bumpy cake.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you took 2 bites out of it on camera, and then after I'm done, I was like, "What are you going to do with that?" "I'm going to eat it." Don't judge me, man.
Yep.
That's all right. I took the vegan home and banged her, so it's all good. Yeah. That was a bad day. DeWall with a $20 super chat. I guess this calls for one of these.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Gotta love it. Sing in the Stewie voice, please. Oh, I've had to try to sing as Stewie before. This ought to be good. Crazy came back the very next day. No matter what he did, she wouldn't stay away. No matter how far he ran, the next day she'd be there, frazzled, her lawyer at her side. He'd say, "Nowhere to hide."
Yep.
It's a new challenge here. K to the Swiss in Walken's voice. I'm just here for Jeffrey Paul's The Grunt. You're damn tootin'.
He does make good music.
Yes, he does. And we're going to get to Pringle smells here in a little while because I think we're about to hit peak. We had 923 people watching on YouTube. Thank you all for joining in tonight. I think they're all just here to stare at Lauren, but either way, it's nice to have you around. Stephen Ortiz.
Welcome.
My younger brother has a crazy 304. They had a kid together, and she was kicked out of her home by the popo after she threatened to do some bad things to everyone in the house. She OD'd, and I don't feel bad about it.
Well,
some people can get lucky
I
like
wouldn't
that.
either.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a hard time feeling sorry for addicts because, I mean, we all went to the same DARE, the drug awareness resistance education shit as kids. We all know what drugs can do to you. Fuck around, find out.
Yeah, it is sad, but it is what it is.
I mean, I feel sorry for what they endured as kids to fuck them up, to send them in this direction. But after you're an adult, what you choose to do with that is on you. You don't have to be a product of your upbringing.
Like one of my close friends, a guy named Richard, died at 42 in his sleep.
Oof.
And he had abused drugs for about 20 years.
That'll do it.
And I knew him since he was like 6 or 7 years old. He did not have a bad, horrible life.
He just kind of hit the wrong thing, huh?
He got royally fucked over and divorced. And that was the kicked
Yeah,
out.
that'll do it, yeah.
Yeah, he just literally spiraled downhill from there.
Trauma does it, man. But there was something going on behind the scenes that you didn't know about because we tend to pick the partners that feel normal to us. So if you pick an abusive Kwantaha who divorce rapays your ass, it's because on some level you thought that was normal. So your childhood might have seemed normal to somebody else, but maybe it wasn't. Not so much.
Well, the thing is like he married her, went and he was with her while he was on the army for 5 years. He paid for her college, her law school, and as soon as she got her law degree, 2 weeks later, divorced him.
Shocker!
And he never recovered.
Ugh. Yeah, that'll do it, man. That shit happens all the time.
It does.
My student loans are paid off? I'm going to call my lawyer.
That's right. And we need to put together a list of never should do's.
Yeah. Do you know anybody who's ever done anything like that, Lauren? Like, know any women who have done the whole, let me get married, and then as soon as somebody pays off my debt, I'm out?
Well, I don't know a lot of women because my whole career I've worked around nothing but men. I've heard the horror stories absolutely left and right, but thankfully I don't keep those type of women around me, literally almost none, because I don't trust women. I don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
And neither should you.
That's right.
Oh, do I have it here? No,
The never do's.
Well, here we go. There we go.
I like it. I like it.
I knew I had it in there somewhere. I'm like, where is it? This list has gotten obnoxiously long. I mean, we had, every day, it seems like we come up with something new that has to have something like this.
Stop! Don't touch me there! This is my no-no sweater! Stop!
Never gets old.
Dude, that I love that thing.
One of my good buddies watches the show, and he messaged me yesterday. He's like, dude, that boxed wine and Catland thing is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
I love it.
All right. AF, college girlfriend broke my door, fire door, off the hinges when we broke up. Stole my keys, so I grabbed my spare and bailed.
Was she like this female Hulk or something?
Maybe.
Kick your door, a fire door off the
She-Hulk.
hinges?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, listen, I used to be on a breaching team, and to blow a door off the hinges, I mean, that requires a pretty extensive amount of explosivism.
You
She
sure?
could have been on drugs.
Well,
Just
she
high
coulda-
off her fucking mind.
Well, she could have
Maybe.
been like one of those exceptionally heavy women And once they start moving in one direction, it's almost impossible to stop them.
Yeah, inertia's a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was a crying game situation and you just didn't know, bro.
Oh man, that's just nightmare shit right
Girlfriend's got a dick, bro. Sorry. Cabergoon Cabulus. I know where my hands can work, Lauren. Yeah, Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
You got some fans over here, baby. All right. Han Solus with a $50 super chat. Holy cow.
Thank
We're
you.
not worthy! We're not worthy!
Fort Benning,
Oh yeah.
1999.
Oh, VD Central.
I thought that was California.
No.
Girl was mad that the Army had a prior claim on my time and I couldn't spend it all with her. Tried to claim I was stalking her. Only thing that saved me was I could prove I was in the field. It took months to unfrag.
Yeah. He probably met her on Victory Drive. And Victory Drive stands for VD Drive. It's right outside Fort Benning.
Is that like Riggs' forwarding address?
Maybe it's outside Fort Bragg. I don't know. But literally, when you go outside every active duty post, there is a ring of air. It's like an area, like a donut, where the post is the inside of the donut.
Okay.
Everything outside the post in a certain direction, and in all four cardinal directions, is VD land. And I can't tell you how many hundreds of dudes who have gone outside into outside the donut hole and came back with something in their butthole or in their dick hole. Not good.
Herpes yeah.
Not good.
Double shot and pills and no cure.
That's what happens when you start sticking a hot dog through a donut.
Listen, it just bad shit happens around active duty posts.
Trevor Mativier, hey Pop, have you seen the new 31E Army MOS? It looks like things are going to get fun real soon.
I have no idea what a 31 Echo is.
Ah,
Is that like a resettlement specialist?
possible.
Let me look it up.
Dun, dun, dun.
See, now look what you got me doing here. 31 Echo MOS. 31 Echo MOS. Let's see.
Yeah, we got a lot of stories here tonight. Okay, here we go. Smooth Criminal, I got my letter on my birthday, which so happened to be the same day as I got put on the plane going to war via text. I took my anger out in war.
Well,
There you go.
I gotcha.
Did you look that up? Is that?
It is a resettlement specialist.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Well, you really don't need that. I mean, like civil affairs. I mean, that's a civil affairs job.
Yeah.
They're just creating additional bullshit.
Bullshit. A real Jiffy resident. I think this is a first-time donator here. Name is John. I got two Dear Johns. / widower. Once she was a good woman, 32 years with her. Age 60. Never find a woman like that again.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one was a widower. Once she was a good woman, 32 years with her, and then age 60, never find a woman like that again. Okay, gotcha. You know, with the character limit, sometimes things get lost in translation.
I gotcha.
Keith Peterson, Space Ghost is on and rig it down. Rigger, please. Stephen McLeod came home to my girlfriend cheating on me a week before deployment. Ooh. Spent the next 3 days blind drunk until I ran into her best friend at the bar. Not long after, we were back at the apartment she now shared with my ex.
Nice!
There you go.
Well, there's all kinds. I have lots of guys who did stuff like that.
Yes.
Break up with a girl and bang her mother.
Bang your mother!
Yeah. Yeah, that did happen. I mean, I personally didn't do that. But I knew a guy in the Ranger Battalion who did that.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Reaper01 sent it to Blake email. I'm still not getting it, dude. Make sure you check your spelling on that one because it is spelled a really funky way. All right. Okay, we finally got Travis Wolf's here.
All right.
Just showed up. Slingback. This one is a Slingback effect story. It is also a Don't Ignore the Crazy story. I went out with this chick once. She then cut all contact with me. A few months later, she got back in contact with me saying she missed me and wanted to give us a second chance to have some spicy time. Also, she did this 2 different times. Thankfully, I had stuff planned that night and got my days mixed up the next time it happened. She did what people do when you give them time. She told on herself. She was allegedly raped by her ex, hooked on Oxy, failed the dick stacking test, and tried to off herself 4 different times.
Wow!
God.
I have a feeling that if I said yes, I probably would have been Me Too'd before this was a thing. At the time, we were both 22. A mutual acquaintance told me that they would not be surprised if the rapé was made up. I'm not saying it happened or not. I'm just saying what I know. So learn from my pain and don't ignore the crazy. Also, thank you, Pop and Blake, for all the years of laughter. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, and Happy New Year's to you and yours. Send me out with a question that I do not want the answer to with this chickie and most chicks I know.
Total cocks.
Nice!
Total cocks. Never gets old, man.
Nah, it never gets old, man.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, that chick right there, there's no way you can tell me that she had a proper home life. She had a proper upbringing with a mother. No fucking way possible.
I'm going to have to agree with you. A lot of the crazy bitches I've ever known did not have happy, healthy home lives.
No. They will insist they will.
No,
Some of them will.
Now listen.
On a stack of Bibles, they will.
my ex-wife, her parents were married, still married. That was like on my list of criteria.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm like, all right, I thought I had it all. I'm like, I got this shit down. I went down the whole list.
Sometimes.
Everything was right. And forced of cock run through her, allegedly.
Well, I mean, you have to remember, too, still married don't mean happily married.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I got you.
Because one of the most screwed up people I know, and I love her to death. She's still a good friend. Her parents are fucked up. Still married, but they're fucked up. And so are both of their kids.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might as well live in a fatherless home.
I don't know, man.
It is what it is, especially if one of them is a cold-hearted Kawantaha and the other one doesn't have a spine. Because she's different and she loves me.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, except for, yeah.
That is dumb.
Except for the fact that you can never make these bitches happy.
Yep.
I'm not happy, man.
It's a never-ending goal. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You're never gonna fucking reach it.
Exactly.
So just
Don't even
anybody
try.
who's doing that, yeah. If any bitch is manipulating you like that, just fucking walk away. Just do whatever you gotta do and get the fuck away from that bitch.
Amen.
So I went to a holiday party a couple of days ago, and it was a couple of friends at work took me to a place where they used to work. So, I don't know any of these people, right? So there's this guy, he walks, and it's all the same, shop guys, whatever. So this guy, he's there talking, whatever. His wife walks in, blows in the door, right? She's not even 2 feet outside the door. First off, she walks in, she's got her mask on, right? Nobody inside is wearing she's got her mask on. Oh, hi. She sees her husband, sees that he's not wearing a mask, and he's all, talking with the guys and whatever. She literally threw a fucking fit. She goes, oh my God, really? And she fucking walks out the door, slams the door. This is somebody's company party, like holiday party. Like, why would you act like that? Walks out the door, slams the door, cursing all the way out. And they've been married for more than 20 years.
God damn.
Why do you and he knows that she's like this. Why do you put up with it? I don't understand it. So in my mind, there's got to be some kind of like codependency there.
Could be.
You know what I mean? Because there's no way that any logical thinking man would sit there and put up with a woman who's like this regularly. From what I'm hearing, this is her normal level. This is not her on 10. This is her at 5.
Well, a lot of submissive men put up with shit like that.
Ugh. And
Blows
yeah,
my mind.
They do. I'm just saying.
and there are women out there who that is their thing.
Yep.
There's a lot of women out there who, if you are a submissive man, you'll just get cheated on and divorced. But then there are women out there who get off on the domination.
Yep.
And they will just
Yes.
make your life a living hell.
Yep. They
Right.
literally will just keep piling more and more on your cart
Yep.
until you walk yourself to death.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep.
Triggers McNickers. My first fiance worked as an EMT during when my story took place, and it's a pertinent detail. As a hobby, I was acting in short films produced by a few art college friends of mine, one of which was featured in a film festival and won first place, winning.
All right.
The critics held my acting in high regard and wanted to interview me during the event, but I couldn't attend due to my fiance telling me that she had to work that day and needed to use our vehicle. Turns out she wasn't on schedule and went to work in order to bang 2 of her coworkers simultaneously in the back of an ambulance, while a third drove fast through traffic with the lights and sirens blazing.
Wow.
I missed my chance to meet with those people and employing my talents, and I broke up with a woman who at that time was the love of my life.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Dude, I'm sorry. That's a lot of pain.
I mean, you can't hold her totally responsible. I mean, some people have very different definitions for turn your head and cough.
Yeah.
Oh, she got spit roasted in the back of an ambulance traveling at high speeds. I mean, that's a bucket list item right there.
Well, I mean, maybe it was more exhilarating.
Or accelerating. Ah.
Accelerating and exhilarating.
Wee, wee, wee. Hit the noise in the cherries. Tanker boy, Sabo. Luckily, my ex-wife wants nothing to do with me, and we were smart enough not to have kids together. 5 years, a learning experience, and an amicable divorce is all I got out of it. Whoo!
5 years, that's good.
Listen.
I'm going on 10, so.
It's good times.
Sooner or later, that woman is probably going to try to sling back you.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, here we go. Raper01. I can't watch tonight. Way too much to do, but I'll try to pop into the chat from time to time. Wango Tango. I was dating a chick who ultimately cheated on me, which crushed my heart for 8 months. Then 3 years later, I began to notice rice on my bedroom floor every morning.
What?
One night, I found her stark naked, kneeling on the rice with my name carved into her body in several places with a razor blade.
What?
What?
She said the kneeling was to punish herself for hurting me, and when I asked how long she had been there, she said 2.5 hours. In addition, she hatched a plan to self-delete in order for me to own her soul through some voodoo ritual.
What the fuck?
I
I need to get rid of that.
I decided that Space Ghost was on. Take me out with
There's like
Catland.
There's a Space Ghost marathon on.
In fact, I
Wow.
think we might have to just put Space Ghost back into production.
That is some creepy ass shit right there.
This is for Reaper01.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no sweater. Stop!
Holy shit.
How many people have watching now?
Wow, I think that might just take the cake, man. 983. We are close to 1,000 for the first
All right,
time in
so-
like a month.
We're 1 hour in, so show the Pringle smells.
Okay. You don't have to twist my arm.
And if you guys want, we'll do it again at the end.
Yes. There's almost about 1,000 people in the chat. Now is as good a time as any.
Dude, you guys and listen, we did this so you guys will find something funny about the holidays.
Yes.
Because some people out there, this is a very hard time for them, and I understand.
And it will be released on its own tomorrow or the next day, probably tomorrow.
Whenever we get around to it, fuck it.
Yeah, so that way you guys can share this with people that you want to mess with, and there is a ringtone on redonkulas.com/ringtones that you can download now. Are we ready on the right?
Ready?
Ready on the left?
Ready?
Ready in the middle.
All right. Put your selector switch on semi and watch your lane.
You're probably going to hear Lauren laughing a lot.
Yes.
Just going to let you know.
It's going to be funny.
Oh God! Oh my God! It sounded like he was saying cock and balls.
Cock and balls.
And those are actual sound effects from us.
Yeah, that's the real deal right there. All of those farts and everything like that were recorded, me just trying to gross out my buddies.
Yeah.
Some of those go back 10 years. And it was because there were so many that Jeff used from, that were echoing in toilets that it occurred to me, what if we got a Pringles can? Every time one of those farts happens, we get the Pringles can on screen.
Listen, man, you shit in one Pringles can, and no one ever lets you forget it.
Yep. Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
If you're a woman, you can fart in a Pringles can and sell it. But if you're a guy, you can do something cool and creative and make a fucking song with it. So who's winning here, right?
Did you see our stream yesterday? Because that's ironic as shit. Oh my God.
Yes. Yes, I did.
I can't believe that there's somebody out there who's made 50 grand selling her farts in mason jars with little flower petals and a spritz of perfume.
Yep.
I just want to know how I can get in because
Well, you keep drinking that cold brew, from what I understand. You might have a market.
Yeah. Listen.
Mean,
look, what's the going rate? I mean,
and in your case,
do you get more money the smellier the fart is? I mean,
I don't know, but
I don't know how that works.
All I know is if you keep drinking that IPA and that cold brew, the proof will literally be in the pudding. Oh, she's going right to town. Oh, it's going to be an interesting night. It's a good thing you sleep alone.
So let us know in the comments if you like that, if you thought that was funny.
$500 a jar for shit.
I know that's a pistol.
That's insane.
No, that's a middle of the road 9mm pistol.
Yeah,
it probably comes with 2 mags.
Ooh,
$500.
That's insane, man. Absolutely insane.
oh man.
Yeah,
when you put it like that, I better start. Look, let me get some mason jars now.
You're in the wrong career.
Put it that way.
You are in the wrong career.
I know.
I mean, you just take some of your old Hanes underwear, just stuff it in there, and just box that up. FedEx. There we go. Dog food 8541. Are you going to be doing these again? I have a pretty good story, but it's kind of long, and I need some time to put it together. Local Michigan chick.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Yeah, we'll do this again. The Make Pop Puke stream was such a big hit. We're probably going to have to do that again, too.
That one annoyed me. So what, comma? I don't care.
Pretty much.
Your pain is funny.
It's pretty much true, yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, Crazy Uncle, part 3
Here we go.
in the email here. Oh, all right. Let's jump back over to the Redonkulas email. Oh, here we go. One of my early units, and no, I won't go into any more specifics than that. And one of you guys was just an awesome guy to hang out with. Oh, one of the guys was just an awesome guy to hang around with. Pop knows how infantry guys will protect each other. And this guy was like me. We would rather go without than ever letting our guys go without. Anyway, his girlfriend kept trying to baby trap him.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy. He used to joke that he would have to buck her off of him. That is, buck her off. So
Yeah.
she kept trying to get on top of him to get him to finish inside.
Yeah, I got you.
He was smart, didn't trust the condom, or didn't trust that she hadn't messed with it. Her answer was to cheat and get infected. Oh
God.
shit, with an incurable STD. Then when he noticed something was wrong and got confirmed, she told him that he would have to marry her since no woman will want him anymore. She said this with about 10 of us in the room.
Wow.
We had to hold him back and get her out. About a week later, I got a 911 message and came running. Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Well, when I got there, one of our friends pushed a loaded Beretta into my chest and told me to get this the fuck out of here. Yes, they found it in our buddy's hand. I'm not a counselor, but they were able to talk him down. He didn't re-up at the end of his contract. He was able to get himself right. Now he owns his own business and was able to clear himself out due to your advice and the show. Awesome.
All right.
He refuses to get on social media. I don't blame him. So I don't have exact details, but supposedly he's doing well for himself. The woman that did that got ostracized so bad by the entire battalion she had to leave town. What she didn't understand is that the internet is forever.
Oh, yeah.
A few guys and their wives have made sure wherever she ended up, everyone knew she was dirty.
Nice.
Rumor has it
There you
she
go.
resorted to prostitution to get by. I would say fuck her, but I wouldn't touch that woman with a hazmat suit.
Nice. Nice.
I like George Carlin sing for that one. I wouldn't fuck her with a stolen dick.
No,
Ooh,
no.
that's some
But
nasty
it's-
shit.
It's so crazy how like men are just not that they're expected to. Well, yeah, and I guess in a way they are expected to, but men will go so far as to deal with women's bullshit to the point where they're willing to kill themselves, to take their own lives just to not have to deal with their shit anymore. But even try to call a woman out on her behavior.
How
Oh
dare
my
you.
God. It's like, oh my
How
God,
dare you.
your words are killing me. Yeah, your words are killing me. They're
Words are
literally
violence.
violence.
Yep,
Yeah.
Stop
Give me a
it.
break.
Stop it.
it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Listen,
I got no sympathy for these hoes. None.
I've buried on average of one person a year who has died in very suspicious circumstances that happened shortly after a breakup or a divorce.
Yeah. Ooh, not good. Crimson Hawk. When I was in middle school, I had a stalker. Middle school?
What the fuck? Okay.
She's getting off to an early start. She knew all my classes and who all my friends were and left love notes in red ink on my desks before I'd show up to class. She met all my friends behind my back. She knew my best friend before even I knew him.
Oh.
I got a job selling maps to stars' homes in Hollywood, and she asked my mom if she could see inside my room, which my mom happily allowed.
Well, that's not good.
When I finally met her, she told me she had sex with a camp counselor, and it all clicked and made sense. Wow.
There's some crazy chicks out there, man.
Well, when you know that you can stretch your asshole to 7 inches, you can do some funny things with them there thin mints. You disgusting crotch crickets.
You get enough of them in there, it ain't so thin.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that, all that fudge in there, that starts to coagulate, and then you wind up with what we call a problem. But at least it smells minty fresh.
Yeah, you need a shop vac to clean that up.
Yeah, you need what we call there the bleach enema.
That's horrific.
Or perhaps a bleach eye wash after that mental image. Terrible. Terrible.
Terrible.
And Damon Wolf MGTOW says, gives new meaning to the term funny shit. Tony Soprano wants to know, what are your favorite Christmas movies, Pop?
You'll shoot your eye out.
Christmas Story?
That's that's pretty much it.
That's definitely up there
Oh,
for me,
and
too.
some of the older stop motion claymation ones.
I like the
Rudolph.
Frosty, Rudolph. Yeah.
Because somebody made a joke one. It looked real, and actually has Rudolph killing Santa, and it's fucking, it's
I haven't seen
hilarious.
this. That sounds awesome.
Hilarious.
What about you, Lauren? What do you like to watch every Christmas?
Oh, A Christmas Story. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100% every single year.
I mean, the standard answer for dudes is Die Hard, but I got to go with Lethal Weapon as well. I love watching Lethal Weapon around Christmas time.
All right.
It is a damn good Christmas
I
movie.
never really saw what's his face as an action hero guy.
Danny Glover?
Danny Glover?
Oh no, the other guy, the white guy.
Oh, Mel Gibson.
Him and Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, and then
Gary Busey?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, Choppers, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Joshua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just I don't see it.
Yeah. It's good times. Of course, there's some other ones, too, that I can't watch with my boy around the house, like Bad Santa, things like that.
Well, when he gets older, you can.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
10 or 11.
Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. The movie's hilarious. Glenn Patrick Alker and The Field, Christmas Day Stories. What you were / what you were doing on Christmas Day. He wants an In the Field story from you, Pop.
In the field. Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Well,
Just pick one.
I'm trying to remember. Well, let's see. There's Christmas at Abu Ghraib, which was, was it the 10 days of Christmas?
10, 12 days of Christmas.
12 days of
12
Christmas.
days of Christmas, yeah.
Which actually turned out to 12 days of getting mortared. Because,
Yeah.
3 to 5 times a day, we were taking mortar rounds, and there was no respite at all. I mean, that sucked. But,
Sounds like fun.
yeah, and I felt bad for like some of the. I mean, we didn't have anyone in my unit, or only a few people in the units on Abu had people killed. Charlie 5-1, who were the Marines, had a lot of people get whacked, especially in the first Fallujah. But I always just wondered. I mean, I know that this happened to a couple people who were going to be going home for Christmas, and 4 or 5 days before they signed out on leave, got killed.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of going home for Christmas, they went home in a body bag.
Sucks, man.
That sucks.
Oof. On that note, we haven't heard one of Lauren's Slingback stories yet.
Come on.
Psycho X. What do you got for us?
What do you got for us?
I was thinking about, I don't have that many stories because it's different for men and women, right? Like men have a million tales about the crazy women because there's just millions and millions of crazy women out there.
And there's no consequences
It's
for being a
billions.
crazy woman.
It's billions of crazy women out there. Let's be real here.
I'm
3.5
trying
billion.
to,
She's trying not to generalize.
All right, I got you.
But no, so I dated this one guy, and this was, back in 2007. And, not a bad guy. This is a Greek guy. He's a good dude.
Oh, God, Greek?
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
What the hero were you thinking?
Well, look, he was a good guy. He's funny, whatever. Like I was friends with his family, and so I just kind of thought that it would go somewhere, but it kind of didn't. So, I just ended it. Do you know that was 2007? To this day, he still calls me on Facebook Messenger,
What?
and just thinks. Yeah, he calls me, and then if I don't pick up, which I never do, maybe once in a blue moon I will, but he'll still call me. And if I don't pick up, then he sends me a message and he's all fucking aggro. He's all angry. Like, I'm just trying to make sure that you're okay. Thank you, friend. Dude.
One of those
I told him
Reddit thread nice guys.
But after I got married, I told him, because he was still trying to contact me, and I told him flat out, look, I'm married. Like, go away. I don't like you. I don't want you. Nothing. It doesn't. And still, till this day, I'm out of that relationship, and he still contacts me. So that's one.
Oof.
Yeah,
Greeks, man. I've done a few Greek weddings. That movie's a lie. Not a fan.
Okay.
And that's actually the only stipulation that I have ever put on freelancing for other companies. Like, so is there anything that you need from us? Yeah. Put me on a Greek wedding and I quit.
It's like I refuse to write mortgages for Chaldeans and most of the Jewish people I came across. Because they literally wanted you to work for nothing. And I won't do it.
Yeah. And you said you had another one there, Lauren?
The second one, which was another before anyway.
Back in the day.
So I'm with this, back in the day. So I'm with this guy, and it's a very new relationship. I mean, we weren't even seeing each other for a month. And my dad had passed about a year before that. And so, now it's time for like the settlement money to come in. Well, my dumb ass makes the statement that I'm about to get this money. And so all of a sudden, out of nowhere, because, yes, it was new, but like we were really kind of serious about each other. He goes, well, how do you feel about joint bank accounts? And I said, well, okay, that's what you want to do, that's fine. But I'm going to have my bank account set to the side where I can have my own. Oh, that's not okay. And we can't do this. And he literally came to my job, because I had his car at my job so we could get some work done. Came to the job, took his car, left, and I never saw the dude again. It was like, so you thought that you were gonna get your hands on my settlement, my dad's pension money or whatever from when he died. And so you didn't think that you were gonna get full access to it, so you split. Okay. No love lost. Goodbye.
Well, it's only a month invested, so it's not really that big of a deal for you.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But I gotta say that I haven't come across many guys that have been like stalkerish or, crazy in that way, so maybe I just choose. Okay, I guess. I don't know. 'Cause now I got a good one. I got the good one now. But, I've and again, like I don't like to demonize my exes because I was there too. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's not 100% their fault. It's mine as well. And here's another thing that I find really crazy. Like, I was talking to another female about the circumstances in my marriage and, why things went wrong and blah, blah, blah. And, and I'm explaining to her how, I'm accepting that, part of this is my responsibility as well. And she almost took offense to it. Like she was almost trying to like, no, it's not your fault. How did we get to this point where people are taken back by a woman who's saying, no, I want to take blame for this? I mean, granted, I know that's not it's a rare occurrence. You don't see a lot of women taking up and accepting responsibility for their part in a failed relationship, which they should do. But pushback against women, pushback against that from women and men alike, really, it just blows my mind. Like, so women can do nothing wrong, right? There's nothing that a woman can do wrong. Everything's got to be the blame or the fault of the man, and I can't be a part of it, So. I just can't. So, I look back at my past relationships and, all I look at is there were miscommunications. things just didn't happen at the proper time. And that's it. I'm not going to go and call this guy a bad guy just because our relationship didn't work out. No, that's not the case. And I'm so sick and tired of these fucking women out here calling all these men bad. No, they're not bad, bitch. You chose wrong. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your fucking trauma, your mental disorders are not allowing you to see reality for what it really is. You don't understand your place in the pecking order. You're shooting. Bitch, you trying to hit a home run when maybe you should just go for the bunt.
Yeah, take the single.
Or what rhymes with bunt.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And if you're really lucky and you drink enough, you might get a triple.
Ooh.
You might.
Nice.
If you know what I mean. Because, there's 3 holes.
Two in the pink, one in the stink.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, or you just come at it from all angles and looks like one of those like a circle things with the holes for the pegs, and it just all it's like wah.
Hey. Stop it, man. Stop. You bastard.
I'm going to jump over to Streamlabs for another story here from Crusader Nate. He says, "What's up, my riggers? Back in 1999, I was dating a girl who was in college at the time. While I was working full-time, she moved in with me. Big mistake. It all began like any relationship, ignoring the red flags of her being far beyond being a stage 6 clinger.
Oh, my God.
Wow, that's lint in a dryer trap. She used to bring me lunch and dinner when I worked late. It is because of this girlfriend that I made the rule that no one will know where I live until I know them for a minimum of 6 months.
Or the 90-day rule.
6 months is better.
Yeah, 6 months.
It started innocently enough, being out drinking. We were dating about 3 months and out with friends. She wanted to spend the night at my place. I woke up with her standing over me, staring at me, smiling.
Well, that's not good.
Telling me she made breakfast and was waiting for me to wake up. I overlooked it. Fast forward a few months, and she got distant and found out she was cheating on me with one of her professors who was married. This is important. She cleaned out my apartment, only leaving my clothes on the floor in the closet. Everything was gone. I found out that she got married to the same professor just after she graduated college. Another 5 years later, I was returning home to my new condo when I met my neighbor who I became friends with, and he told me that he met my girlfriend and said that she seemed pretty nice. And the building manager let her into my place a few days ago.
What?
I called the sheriff's deputy, buddy of mine, told him what was going on and wanted him to come to my place ASAP. She lied to get into my place. She left but gave me a look that made my skin crawl. A few days later, I found out that she set up nanny cams in my condo.
Oh, my God.
And she was setting up things to spy on me. She even took my spare key and copied it so that she could get into my place without me knowing.
You need to move.
A few months later, I was notified that she claimed I was the father of one of her children and had to go to court, and the judge knew that I had multiple temporary restraining orders against her and requested a paternity test, and turned out that all the kids were from her ex-husband, who has the kids, and a protective court order to keep her away from the kids and him.
Jesus.
Fast forward another few years. Holy shit.
Wow.
I was out with
my
some friends
God.
for dinner in another state, and it turned out she's been keeping her distance and stalking me ever since. I had moved to 4 different states, usually about every 3 or 4 years, and I find this chick stalking me again. To make matters worse, I just saw her a few months ago. This chick is bad news. She seems to be a bad penny. I cannot get rid of her no matter what I do. I have security cameras on my place, and I never leave or come home from the same direction, and do everything I can to keep a low profile so she will never find where I live. Luckily, I saw her when I was out in public, and I learned a few tricks on how to disappear and evade people in a public setting. Should I send her Pop's way?
That sounds to me the only solution here is for you to kill her.
Now, I'm not saying you should do that,
I'm just kidding.
but I understand.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Send her to a barber for a JFK haircut. Damn, that is nuts.
Some women are crazy. I mean, there's dudes that do the same thing.
Let it never be said that women don't have a sense of dedication. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I mean,
Woo.
yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, more men are, I would say,
men are more likely to do the long-term stalking thing than women.
Oof. Well,
I don't know. I could be wrong.
I hope you're wrong. It's freaky no matter what
It
gear
shouldn't be
you got.
done no matter who's doing it. So.
Ugh. Shark Adventure is silent night, nagless night. Thought Slingback. Pop was right. I can't find a virgin wife, just sluts with a child. They freeze you in the bedroom, but we're on Girls Gone Wild. I can't think of any more replacement lyrics, so Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you sons of bitches.
Ascension! God, please forgive me for what I'm about to put these people through. Consider this my Christmas gift to you all and my entry to the Make Pop Puke
Oh,
campaign.
God, no.
I need you all to go to your Netflix account and search for the movie Nocturnal Animals. Oh, you son of a bitch. You'll know it's the right movie when you see the white dude looking out the window in the back seat of a white car. Watch the first 6 minutes of that and thank me later. Blake, Lauren, and Pop, you watch it too. No. Been there, done that, got the T-shirt, didn't like it.
I definitely don't need to see that then.
Yeah, if you ever want to see just like a 300-pound Laffy Taffy getting stretched in slow motion on a paint mixer,
Oh,
Yeah, I don't need
I
that.
think you're okay.
I'm good. Yeah.
Shark Dentures. My theory, baseball bat with gutter nails actually broke up with Pop months ago in Spanish, so Pop didn't realize, and she got angrier and angrier every time he came over because she was thinking, why the hell is this gringo still coming over?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's how it went down.
It could
I
be.
think she was just crazy.
You never know. Ascension, if any of you managed to see the whole 6 minutes without puking and the stream is on, come back and tell us what you think. And thank you all for helping me with my mother, and I appreciate all of you. You guys just don't know. Yes, if you guys haven't watched the last stream, go to redonkulas.com, check out the sources in the description. You will find a link to a GoFundMe campaign for Ascension's mom. Got hit by a car recently, and they're just trying to pay some of the medical bills. So if you want to help them out, really appreciate it. Dan S. Three-way spit roast. What is Lauren's channel? Bounce. Oh, you just went sideways.
Oh, no.
yeah, I know. Let me work on that.
That's what happens, man. You're Honey Badger Radio, right, Lauren?
Yes, I am.
Honey Badger Radio. So look it up.
All right.
The Master 12, free logic weapon to use against women when the toddler with tits says, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me my best. You say, bitch, if you can't handle yourself at your worst, why should a man have to put up with your shit?
Exactly.
Absolutely
Exactly.
correct.
Amen. All right, I'm going to jump over to split screen here while Lauren sorts that stuff out. Blaze 2019. So in NYS, they might pass a COVID camp bill in January. What do you think, people? What will the cops do? Now, the right has a lot of bootlickers. I can't picture them standing up for themselves.
I don't know exactly what's going to partake. All I can say is this. New York State, virtually every county around New York City is a conservative Republican county.
Yeah.
So-
And the police are losing the support of the right
Yes,
all
they
the
are.
time
Yep.
because they're not doing their job when it comes to the
Now-
burning, looting, and murdering.
Like I did think I have got a lot of police who watch my show, and they get upset when I say the qualified immunity thing.
Well,
But listen, I'm gonna say it again. I don't agree with Antifa or BLM.
no.
But as somebody who's been divorced, and I've talked to thousands upon thousands of people who have been arrested for child support, who have, had illegal searches and seizures, all kinds of craziness happen with the police. And there's really nothing you can do against the lawmakers, the judges, and the cops because they enjoy this qualified immunity.
Yep.
Which means they can violate your constitutional rights at will, and there's fuck all you could do about it. And we're seeing a lot of people get upset.
Yeah, especially since you have a lot of police out there enforcing unconstitutional mandates
Yep.
for a common cold.
Yeah, and then when you start throwing people in concentration camps, listen,
It's not going to go well for you.
I mean, the cop, I like the police. I have a lot of friends who are cops. I got you.
Yeah, amen to that.
But guess what? When enough people get fed up with the system and they no longer believe in it,
Yeah.
you're going to wind up in a bad situation. And it's not going to go well for you.
Yeah, there was a video recently. A veteran got arrested in New York for standing up to the mandate shit.
Uh-huh.
Cop took the American flag away from him, threw it on the ground, and walked all over it.
Oh, shit.
That bitch.
Yeah.
That bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And she intentionally did it too. It wasn't like, I'm being pushed back and accidentally stepped on it. No, she made sure to step on it with both feet. Fuck that bitch.
Fuck her in the asshole with a big rubber dick. All right.
7 inches wide.
7 inches wide.
8 inches wide.
Well, if you need stitches, but you go beyond 7.
It's not length that matters, it's girth. Down to side 13, I sent in a full story of the second most screwed up thing a chick has ever done to me. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Down to side 13, which means I have to read this as Pinky.
Okay.
There's a full tale of an event that I shared in the super chat. Sophomore year in high school, the psycho was a year and a half younger. There was a blue-pilled fuckhead. Oh, I was a blue-pilled fuckhead. Bad times. Learned shit the hard way, too. My friend had a friend, the psycho, who was really a low-key stalker with a lot of disturbing thoughts. We were all minors at the time, so I won't go into the details of her thoughts, but they were disgusting. Nah. She would snoop around his place, and I thought it was all okay, but my friend was also blue-pilled, and his mum thought having this low-key stalker around was cute. Well, as soon as she met me, she started sharing her disturbing fantasies of a spicy nature at school like it was real. They involved my friend and I want to barf thinking about it. We confronted her about the disgusting slander, and she lost her shit. She was screaming, sobbing, blaming and shaming, and threatening suicide to the point of laying in the main road near his house. We eventually had to kowtow to get her out of the road. We kind of had to move on like nothing happened as she refused to leave. My friend then bet me I couldn't break out of a handcuff set he had, so I was bound to a steel futon frame and tried to pick them. Psycho eyes went evil, and she lunged up and started gouging her very long nails into my arm, stuck to the futon like a deadite in Evil Dead. Everyone was shocked and horrified. I couldn't punch back as I would have gone to jail, so I yelled at her until she stopped, played innocent, and said she didn't know what happened. Avoided her like the plague since. The scars took 8 years to go away. This is the same psycho that falsely accused me and that friend of planning another Columbine years later because we cold-shouldered her after the futon incident.
Wow.
Holy shit, man. This is like a whole universe you got going.
It's fucking crazy, man.
It's the Dynaside Cinematic Universe. Woo!
Nutso.
Oh, holy shit. It's a night of good stuff here tonight, man. Thank you.
How many people we still have on? We're almost 2 hours in.
All right. 914 people still watching on YouTube. Thank you all for tuning in. On Twitch, we got 54. On D-Live, we got 47. Odyssey, 80. MGTOW.TV, 44. Thank you all very much for tuning in. All right, back over here to Dumbmaster 12. What baffles me is men's wealth and self-sufficiency that women envy is the result of bearing God's punishment for Adam for his transgression. Women are literally looking at a curse God put upon all men of the earth and saying, ooh, I want that. Yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah, like my grandfather got upset with me when I called Eve a whore.
It's like, do you really want the burden of masculine performance? You gotta be fucking nuts.
Well, first of all, nobody gives a fuck about you.
Yeah.
Nobody is going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you got to figure everything out and take care of all your own shit.
Yeah. As a man in this life, you will never be appreciated half as much as you are needed. And that's
correct.
Just a sad fact.
It is true. It is true.
Terrible.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Is that John? Someone tell me how I actually smelled through the streams. Sad bastard. Field Marshal ass clap with a $75 super chat. Oh, okay. You earned that one.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
The Emperor will have a story for you soon. Lauren will lose her mind with this one.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
Looking forward to it. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it on. Bring on the dirt. We like it dirty around here. Jump into MGTOW.TV. Mixter84, what's up, you cuntastic whores, you meat-admiring admirals? Back on second shift, so I won't get to watch the stream until I get home. Will be my birthday by the time I get to watch the stream, so have some shots for me.
Happy Vaginal
Happy
Turd
birthday.
Day.
Happy birthday, sir. Dubai Tourism Bureau. Is that an official title?
Happy escape from prison day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Blake and Pop, we were just trolling your super chats to see if there's any young ladies interested in a free all expense paid trip to Dubai. Please let them know that they will be expected to do some shit in return.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Dubai.
Woo!
Yeah.
At least you won't be expected to drive.
You gotta go. You gotta blow guy to get to Dubai.
That's a good point there.
J.S. Stillman, number 371 here. Had an ex reach out a couple of weeks ago. She was nuts 18 years ago and has only gotten goofier. I thought, fuck it, slump buster. All of a sudden, I was getting nude pictures of her from her fucking husband.
Whoa!
Apparently, he's into it as long as he gets video. I assume she was divorced at first. Fuck that nonsense.
No, you don't play with that at all.
Her younger sister is hotter and better in bed anyway.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Wait, did he say Harry?
His younger sister is hotter and better in bed anyway.
Okay.
Oh. Dude, man, it's just a clusterfuck of Jerry Springer genealogy over here, man.
Nah, man. like women, they get
Wow.
nutso when they get older.
Yeah. Dubai Tourism Bureau wants to know why on MGTOW.tv we only have 38 viewers and 11 likes. Smash the button. Yeah, I would agree.
What are you guys doing, man?
So we're only at 43 viewers and 17 likes. I mean, come
why
on,
don't you
guys.
unfuck yourself,
You gotta
man?
get on that shit.
Come on, get on with it.
On YouTube as well, all the sites. Send us, smash the like button, share us out. It's a good night to spread some wisdom, and we all know that wisdom is the bastard stepchild of failure.
In pain.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Yeah, wisdom is very painful.
Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell. Marriage, the number one cause of divorce.
Yep.
Dubai Tourism Bureau. You know that Pringles can is worth about $100 on eBay. I hope you kept it and signed it. If you fill it, we could probably sell it for $20,000 to a local party.
Dude. I wish I
Or
had
some
thought
CNN
that.
correspondent.
I wish I had actually planned that out better. Because knowing what I know now, I would have lined it with plastic instead of just shitting.
These chips taste like shit.
And shitting in a Pringles can with nothing to stop the seepage. Didn't think it through.
You did not think it through.
I thought, hey, he would get it in like 3 to 4 days and be fine. Now
Fail.
it sat in his it sat in the mailroom for 4.5 weeks.
Forever.
And it was like leaking out and stunk up the whole place.
And that was back in the day when it didn't have that nice, like, kind of almost wax covering on the outside. It was just paper, just a paper tube.
Yeah.
It was a paper tube. I mean, they did put a little bit of wax or something or other on there, but that was only like for temporary kind of shit.
By the time it was done, I bet it looked like a can of biscuits that you whacked open on the counter.
It was not designed for actual shit to be contained within it. So it had leaked down the back of, like, because everyone had like their name, a little chute for their mail, and it was like a whole wall. And this particular Navy guy had a Pringles can full of shit, and it was like
He had a poop chute
seeping down. And basically, it turned into like a hazmat incident.
That's what happens, man.
Yeah, I almost got like in a lot of trouble.
Well, I mean, once they found that it was a ranger school thing, it went from like a
10 to it went like from a 9-10 to like a 3-4.
There you go.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Dubai Tourism Bureau again. Women can do no thing wrong, and if you go against this, you will ruin the game. Yeah. Dubai Tourism Bureau again. Simple forfeiture is another big one. I can't travel with cash or property without fear of getting pulled over and having it seized. Then my only recourse is to spend way more money for legal fees to get it returned, and not guaranteed to happen.
And that needs to stop.
Yeah.
That's just piracy.
Fuck him. Space Ghost is on. Loyal9, keep up the great work, Pop and Toxic. You guys are the true media. Hopefully you can watch my anti-communist content because screw commies. Hell yeah. Here's some more just because commies are cancer. 25 library coin. Thank you so much.
Cool.
François de la Chataine. He sent in a full comment to the email here. Good evening, Mr. Pop und Herr Kleiner. Without further ado, here's my story.
One Friday night 11 years ago, my roommate, who, shall we say, was a very special woman, 8 years my senior, had suggested a few days prior that she and I could fool around together in my room. Let's call her Linda. Not her real name, obviously. She had said that she could teach me stuff about how to please a woman in bed, and that she was an expert at giving men the blowjob. It did take some coaxing from her, but more or less surprisingly, I would say yes. Now, I would be remiss if I did not already point out that in the more or less recent past, she had been a user of heroin.
Ooh.
And that for this reason, she was using a prescribed coping substance, which, if memory serves me, is called methadone. This fact will come into play farther down in my story here.
All right.
Oh, boy. Thus, when the actual night came, she and I would start by setting up my room properly for that purpose, basically with candles. Although we did not actually intend to go all the way, Linda told me that we should be sure to have some condoms within easy reach because we never knew. So I took out a few of those from a little box that I had purchased recently enough. Then Linda and I proceeded. First, I gradually kissed and caressed her body, from her forehead to her feet, making a good point of leaving her vagina alone for the time being. Second, she more or less did something vaguely equivalent to me. Finally, after just a little while, Linda went down to my penis. The French term for it is bite, pronounced beat.
No square.
The no square. Is it? Do you stop? Don't touch.
Don't touch me there. This is my no square. Stop.
She went down to my no square. The French term for this is beat, if you are interested. She simply licked it twice before engulfing it. I would have expected her to do a substantial further amount of foreplay meanwhile, but I thought better than raising such an objection during that moment. That is wise. The worst problem was, shortly after taking my beat into her mouth, Linda began to doze off. For this, as I would realize later, some particular property of said methadone would be to blame. So try to picture this in your thinking, mate, if you will. For several minutes, I'll be laying on my back with her entire mouth wrapped around my beat, but not doing anything else, not moving at all. And after a while, I was beginning to feel the contact of her teeth. I had to wake her up so that she would get off me without having got off at all. If you will permit me this shameless pun. The end.
Yeah. Well, literally methadone is like 2 molecules away from heroin.
Yeah. There's not really that much of a difference to it. Wow. Thank you very much for that one, Francois. That's a great story.
You want to talk about
You poor bastard.
Oh, my God.
Loyal 9, currently writing myself a book, Pop. Do you have any advice? I want to publish now, but I feel like it needs work.
Oh, fuck, man.
I would say get a British editor who
All right.
questions your vernacular.
No, well, hang on. All right. So I actually showed a particular individual my writing process, and they can't fucking believe it.
Yeah.
Because I literally sit down and I go off into fucking crazy land, and I just either I talk into it or I type, or I talk and then it'll fuck up, and I literally write the story. And the third book, I had to actually delete 3 or 4 chapters and rewrite them. But I have never done that.
You're drunken slurring.
I just write.
Ah.
And people are like, "That's fucking pretty good for not you don't do a draft." Yes, I have an outline, but it is very basic.
I'm the same way about my writing. I just write.
Yeah, I just get down there and I'm like, I just fucking write.
I actually had a paper published that I wrote as a final essay exam, in class. And I was like, teacher got it. And he's like, "This is really great. Mind if I publish this?" I'm like,
What?
what?
Is that?
I wrote it in class. Can you even read it?
I was just
I have
fucking around.
shitty handwriting, Professor.
I was just fucking around.
I was just fucking around. It really was, yeah.
But the big thing is just fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you kick it around, I don't know if they'll like it, and then it'll never get done.
Yeah. All right, jumping back over to YouTube, Alternative Lifestyles for Men. Pop, do we get a Christmas show like last year's 50 Shades gift?
We actually talked about that.
We had talked about that, but you got to pick a new chapter if you want to do that.
Okay.
Or maybe one of those Harlequin romance novels. And he came in with the wind blowing in his hair, and he whipped out his beat. And she's like, you need something bigger than that, ha-ha.
Wow.
Ohio Trucker 1, check email. All right, fine. All right, what do we got here? Maybe this is the same guy, maybe it's not. 5 years ago, my girlfriend from high school was mad that I would not sell the inheritance I got when my grandpa passed, which consisted of muscle cars and guns. One day I got home only to find the cars missing, my cat and lizard poisoned. She sold the cars to a scrapyard for cash. I got the cars back, and shortly after she disappeared. Last month I got emails from her after I got my trucking company off the ground, saying we should get back together.
No.
Did some digging.
No.
No.
Yeah, we should be digging to find her fucking bones.
There you
what
go.
the fuck?
Oh, it gets better.
Oh.
She was institutionalized several times and a heroin addict. I just blocked her and installed cameras. Any advice on how to fortify my house?
Okay. Well.
Woo!
Stop fucking crazy bitches. And number one, don't tell them where the fuck you live. Don't bring them home.
Stop bringing them home.
You should get a dog that likes to bite people.
Get a dog who likes to bite your beat.
But yeah, like that's not the first time I've heard shit like that. I had a
Messed up.
I had an NCO. That's a sergeant, non-commissioned officer, and while he was in the field, his wife sold his 1978 hot rod Duster for like almost nothing, and he played hell getting it back.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I mean
Possession's not attached to the law, bitches.
I mean, I could probably come up with a couple of dozen stories like that.
Yeah.
That's very common.
Michael Simmons wants a quadruple straw of gonorrhea fury.
Ah!
Dick slap.
Normally they call it Ninja Gaiden.
The dick slapping.
No, it's Gaiden. I learned that from the wizard.
Oh, okay.
Irish Lover 7745. Does Pop know any alternative lyrics of Christmas songs?
Nah.
I do. You want to hear one? If you've watched Ride and Roast, you've heard it before. It's beginning to feel a lot like syphilis. Do-do-do-do. It burns when I pee. Thanks to those bitches and hoes and sluts, I can barely feel my nuts, and now I can't hardly see.
That's so fucked up.
Thank you. I'm here till Tuesday. Crazy Uncle emailed a joke to Redonkulas 12. Oh, boy.
Here we go.
A man was rushing down the highway. He passes under a bridge, and he sees the highway patrol with a radar gun. Scan him and immediately pulled him over. Cop, are you in a hurry today?
Yes, sir. I'm late for work.
Really? What do you do?
I'm a rectum stretcher.
How does that work?
Well, first I work one finger in, and then I move up to each finger until I get my hand in, and then I move in my second hand doing the same thing, and then I push my hands out until I get to a full 6 feet.
What the fuck do you need with a 6-foot asshole?
I gave him a radar gun and stuck him under a bridge.
Look of pay due to being late. Oh, loss of pay due to being late, $50. Price of the ticket, $250. Look on the cop's face, priceless.
I would take that one to court. I'd take that one to court, man.
I would.
Yeah.
King of Sharks. I don't know about the rest of the country, but Colorado is expected to have the highest divorce rates in its history. Just praying my brother isn't one of them. Oof.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I was that one news thing that came out yesterday about the truckers refusing to drive in Colorado.
Yeah.
I hope they do that for a long period of time. Because those socialist fuckwits in Colorado are going to implode.
Yeah.
Irish Lover says that I have a face for radio and a voice for print. You stole that joke. Otherwise, I'd pay you for it.
Well, the Joker says that one all the time.
Yes, he
doesn't
does. We got 2-Bitch Bourbon over here in the email from Gold Digger Dave. He says, hey, Lauren, you want to do some shots?
Yeah.
I got stood up for a Christmas
Yes.
party, so I have a wrist corsage and a bottle of Get Over It 2-Bitch Bourbon.
All right.
You could have a worse night. I'm just saying.
You really need to name alcohol by its effect and not by these crazy
I
names.
know. Dung is fun says, ooh. Okay.
All right.
A dung is fun again. I've had the same experience as Pop, but it's a Vietnamese girl with a meat cleaver.
Oh, shit.
That's when you know you messed up. She's going to turn you into dumplings.
Yeah, you gave her the 3 dick instead of the 10 dick.
Well, when they're Asian, can they really tell the difference?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't care.
Inquisitor Jack hit 30 today, celebrated with my family, and opened a bottle of scotch that was started the same month that I was, 1991. Did the Maryland booze make it? When was the last time you went to the P.O. box?
I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks ago.
You got to get on that.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody keeps, did you get the care package? Did you get it there? And I'm like, no,
I'll go back.
because I don't have a key to the P.O. box. I would go every other week
All right.
if it were me.
Yeah, I got you.
Do it!
All right.
I'm going to remind you again tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
You know, I would probably drive and check the mail more regularly than Pop does. So, you
I
know.
usually go every 5 to 7 weeks. And
It's all
check it
good.
out.
Crimson Hawk. Pop, Mrs. Brooks is drinking your girlfriend.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, she got
At
hooked
least
on
she
that.
tastes good.
Oh, yeah, she tastes real good, yeah. Put that
Oh,
in
yeah.
and around your mouth. Josh Stewart, size matters, especially when it's 7 inches across, and there's a little squirrel emoji. That's so nasty. Tanker Boy Sabo, bomb holder, Germany, 2004 redeployment, staff sergeant from infantry battalion, found his wife was pregnant after a 15-month deployment, and it wasn't his. He tossed her pregnant self off of a 3rd-story balcony. Oh,
These things happen.
I'm not going to say I condone that.
Well, it's actually, was it 2002 through 2009? Fort Bragg was having a rash of special forces guys killing their wives.
Oh. Bragg does rhyme with hag.
Yeah.
And slag.
Yeah.
And slowag.
Or slunt.
And words that get us banned.
Yes. But
British
yeah,
cigarettes.
They were having post stand downs when dudes would come back from deployment. Oof. And that's bad. That's bad PR.
That is bad, very bad PR. Dung is fun. Fill in the blanks. I'm drunk. Shit happens.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
All right, double checking to make sure we got here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we got a crazy ex story from Rick.
Ooh.
Found out my ex was monkey branching and we got into an argument. I called her a hooer and that's when she attacked. I thought she was punching me in the back until I turned around and saw she was throwing a fork. Needless to say, she stabbed me in the back with a fork.
Several times.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's good times right there, man. Holy
Wow.
shit. Oh, Rick, you poor bastard. That's good times
She
right
just
there.
wanted. She just wanted to fork you a couple of more times before she
Yeah,
left.
fork off.
Yeah, you make a mistake of giving a 5 to 10 dick, and you try to take that away. Whew.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
Any
forked.
woman who says that only men are led around by their junk hasn't had a real orgasm. I'm sorry. Just going to say it.
Yeah, no, and they're not being honest with themselves because I'm telling you, guys, this is a life hack that you need to know. If a woman is going crazy about you after you left, you put it down on her a little too hard. You gave her that 10 dick,
Yep.
but she probably only deserved the 3.
You blew her back out and her mind.
Yeah, or the 7 dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever a 10
Yeah.
dick says 7 dick.
Yeah. You need to punch your weight.
I'm trying to work on that app. That'd be hilarious. 10 dick app. With the different variables and adjusters.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Keith Peterson, is this show called When Crazy Comes Back because Lauren, a sexist, would say? What?
I don't know.
No, Lauren's not crazy.
No.
We like Lauren. Oh, Keith Peterson wants a nice butt. There we go.
All right.
Not too bad. Looks nice and
A little
Asian
too
right
skinny
there.
for me, but
Yeah, a little too skinny for
Yeah.
me too, but I wouldn't kick
what are you
it.
gonna do?
All right, Jerry Carney for the bar, guys. Merry Christmas. Can I get a no-no square dance? Oh, yeah.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
I almost want to do the Vogue when that comes on.
Or walk like an Egyptian.
And we die.
We can really date ourselves. Capricorn Cabulus, all these stories, is there any hope? I mean, we'll all get old, and then what? Man, to think that I ruined some good ones, too.
Yeah, we're all going to get old and die, and that's just the way it is.
It is the way
Then
it
you're going to go back to the lobby, and you're going to get recycled, and you're going to take the first damn canoe and the first available vagina to shit you back out here and do it all again. Can't wait. I can't wait.
Dr. Fi, Merry Christmas, boys. Have a long ride home ahead of me tomorrow. Decided to take a train.
Train's actually good travel.
If you need a good way to, make sure that you have a good spot to sleep, you just talk to the man here. You just got to pretend you have Tourette's.
People move away from you.
Yeah, sit down next to a guy. Get up and leave. Freedom.
I build my nest and go to sleep. Take my knockout drops and drink my booze.
Yep.
Unconscious.
Keith Peterson with a good job emoji. Thank you. Extraction expert. I want to send an origin story for screen name, but can't remember your email. Please advise. Redonkulas12gmail.com.
Yep.
Pringles are over the top. Lauren, you look awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Cliff3188, Pop and Blake, I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Thank you for that. Here's some shekels for the menagerie.
All right.
Any plans to sell that Pringles can? I heard you can make some decent money.
No. No. Look, man.
Maybe once I'm done with the chips.
Tell that one story. Shit in a Pringles can. And
Hey, once I'm done with the chips, you can sign it and we'll put it up for auction.
No.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
T Greeny 1 just broke the scale with a $300 super chat. Holy cow.
Shit. Thank you so much.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
That not worthy is not worthy. That is phenomenal. Thank you so much.
That deserves a fucking
Thank you, man.
handshake. There you
Honk,
go.
honk. Merry Christmas, you mofos. Keep Pop away from mixing alcohol and gerbils.
All right, you motherfucker.
But on a serious note, I enjoy what you do, and I appreciate all the lives that you saved, especially since I was 68X while in the Army.
All right. Well,
Thank you so much, man. That is fantastic. Keep tuning in, and we appreciate everything. Crimson Hawk, that song was amazing. Tell the Pringles can story again. Everyone knows that story, and it's already 10 o'clock. We'll have to do it another time.
not a good day.
It's not a good. No, it's already 10:02. We got to get going. We still got a lot of chats here to get done.
All right.
If we have enough time at the end, we will. Keith Peterson wants a Christmas butt. All right, fine.
There we go.
I got to put another butt on here. Oh, that's a much nicer one.
Look at the nice one.
There we go. It's not so bad to tell. It's a redhead. We always like that around here, as long as it's south of 27.
See, when I look at that, I see expensive. Okay.
M. Pujo, 304. Merry Christmas.
All right.
All right. Reaper01, I ran into Razorblade Chick a month ago.
Oh, shit.
She's married to a soy boy with 2 kids. We talked, and she lifted her sleeve to show the carvings were still there. She wanted throat yogurt. Don't judge me.
He did it.
You didn't. You did
did it.
You disgusting bastard.
Don't judge me.
I hope you get a dick worm.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's all fun and games
Oh.
until you get a dick worm.
Oh. Oh, man. Okay.
That's horrible.
Dot Shaker wants to know, you have a spit roast and an Eiffel Tower, but what about a C5, like a cargo plane? She squats in the back, opens up front, and gets loaded from both ends.
Okay, I never heard it called that before, but that's
He
interesting.
calls that a chairborne ranger joke.
C5. She's the C5A woman.
That's awesome. Crimson Hawk says, the only movie that men have is Fight Club. There's other ones.
I like Fight Club.
Baba Yaga. Blake, check the email for Shatitude Schlongitude. How long did you have to think about that one, man?
Oh, Jesus.
High school X story.
Oh, God.
Back in high school, I did it a junior. And being a freshman, I got mad props from the boys until after 3.5 years, she went to see a friend to graduate Army Basic. I was never an idiot, but damn it, I dove off the she loves me, she different cliff. She comes back, we do the deed a lot. I had no knowledge they were a thing until my dad asked me, why was Kim here the other night? You know, she's engaged, right?
Oh, no.
I responded with, I knew at the time she was engaged in draining my balls, but I didn't know she was engaged. I did the right thing and messaged her fiancé with receipts that she was cheating on him at least every couple of days post coming back home.
Wow.
Dude refused to believe it, even though everything had a time and a date stamp. I did my part and moved on to railing her best friend. If you want to know about her friend, my first fiancé, the rabid, raging throat yogurt chugger, let me know.
Nah. Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Jackal Hunter sent in his Emperor's Tale of Ray, the Dark Prince. All right, got to put on my Rod Serling voice here. The worst beatdown I've seen yet. A close friend from the land of Jap was the heir of a company founder. In high school, a girl, the heiress of a rival company that he knew for years, suddenly went crazy and started playing push and pull with his emotions. She would act like the cool girlfriend one day, then go ballistic and beat his ass when she saw him with another girl. He told me that he didn't know whether she hated him or loved him. She was probably the most athletic girl in school, tall for a Japanese girl, had defined abs and some strong legs going up to an ass that didn't look like it belonged on an Asian girl. He told me that she confessed that she wanted to lock him up in her basement so she could keep him to herself.
Crazy.
But her actions said otherwise. One day he finally lost it. We were walking with him when she confronted us, talking shit and telling him just to give up and surrender to her. Ray broke. He started marching over to her. Oh no. Another squad mate was going to stop him. I told him not to. I swear Ray's eyes were blood red. I could only describe the next 2.5 minutes as a total decimation mission. She could fight back decently for a few seconds, but I could tell Ray was just toying with her. When he jump sweep kicked her legs out from underneath her, I knew he was done playing.
Oh, no!
Her head hit the pavement and bounced. When the fists stopped flying, she had a broken leg, arm, multiple ribs, fractured skull, shattered wrist, and multiple fractured vertebrae.
Jesus.
Shit. He had put up with 2 public ass beatings from her and numerous humiliations before he finally broke. Her princess bitch ass was left in a wheelchair for the rest of her days. To this day, I still haven't seen a man lose his temper with a girl that badly. It wasn't the best action to take, but she did deserve it no matter how much she did those things to get him to be with her. He's not in jail, thank goodness.
All right. Listen, okay.
Woo!
There are women out, like, for me to actually put that kind of beat down on a woman, she would have to, like, have a knife or have actually done something like trying to kill me or something.
Now, that's a Christmas story right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, his friends that were witnessing this whole thing probably should have stepped in when people started having their heads bounced off the concrete. You stop in and go, okay, all right, all right.
I would agree
We're now
with that.
going off the deep end. I'm not trying to white knight for her, but I don't want you to go to prison.
There is that. Yeah, how he's not in jail, I'm actually is kind of curious about.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's more to that story.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
We got a Cappy in the chat.
All
Aaron,
right,
Aaron
Cappy.
Clary. Merry Christmas, guys. Where'd you get the smart dame? We picked her up at the liquor store.
Actually, I met her in
She
person.
came with her own bottle of cold brew.
Didn't I meet you in person in 19 in Chicago?
Yeah, at ICMI. Yeah.
Acha Congo.
Yes.
Yep.
I bought my Papa beer.
And did you? I talked to the guy who's running the one that's this year, but it's all virtual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mike Buchanan.
Yeah,
it's all virtual. And it was last year as well. I didn't know Mike Buchanan was doing this year. I had no idea. I guess it seems to be like kind of run out of the England crowd, which is fine.
Well, they're
but
having a hard
I knew
time.
nothing about.
They're having a hard time finding venues.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
and I
worried
think
about feminists showing up and shit.
Yeah, I think it's especially over there. It's going to be that way. Hopefully, over here they're a little bit more open. I know we have to get past this EIU bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
But I think more will happen here. More things will open up, and maybe we'll have an ICMI coming soon in person, not just a virtual one.
Yeah.
Because for me, that's the ICMI 19 was just the apex for me. It was just an amazing event, and then the 30 days later we did MythCon in Pennsylvania. So 2019 was just a year full of like a lot of goings on, like a lot of excitement, a lot of things happening, and then 3 months later everything was shut down.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So I don't know, I'm looking forward to getting back out, and
because they had approached me to secure a venue, and then I told them how I was doing it. They wanted me to report in, and like, we just want you to be upfront with them and tell them the deal. And I'm like, listen, I'm a like special operations guy. You don't fucking call me to do something that's more the same. Like, when my phone rings, it's literally like, it's fucking, the odds are stacked against us. We need somebody to pull a fucking win out of their ass. Pop, can you help? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I've done that for 30 out of 33 years in the Army. You know? But I'm not that guy you call if you just want more of the same. That's just not my thing.
Yeah.
So let's hope they pull their head out of their ass and figure it out.
Pray.
I mean, I have a lot of faith in the people in this, area of the manosphere. Like I have faith in what we can do and pull together. It's just a matter of these stupid, mandates, unconstitutional mandates that they want to try to bring down on us and keep us locked down under. It's like, are they? It sucks because we're in a position where it's like, are they going to allow us to be free? That should never have been the case. We should have never given up our freedoms in the first fucking place to these people. But we were so cowed. We were so fucking, placed into this state of fear, and oh my God, we'll just think of the grandmas and think of all the other people. It was never think about yourself and how do you make yourself healthy, sustainable, so that you don't have to worry about passing on the common cold to the next person. No, it was never about that. There was a clear agenda from day one. And I'm sorry, I can just fucking go on about it forever because it's disrupted my life for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
My life is completely just interrupted for the unforeseeable future.
Yep.
If
everyone's
my
life
fiance, my fiance is stuck in in England. Okay, so I don't have just one government to battle. I have two governments.
And Boris Johnson is fucking cool.
He is the fucking worst. I am so mad. Like, when he was originally running for MP, he was saying all this good shit. He was talking a lot of the good talk, and I was like, yeah, all right, cool, yeah. I'm not my approval doesn't mean anything because it's their constituency that has to vote for him or whatever. But you know what? He was talking a good talk, and now where the fuck are we? 2 years later, he's completely goddamn flipped.
Yep.
They were worried about Jeremy. Nigel Farage. When Nigel Farage broke up UKIP, right? When he broke up the UKIP party, they were concerned about him. Well, I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing, but now they got Boris, and now everybody sees what a fucking fraud he was.
Yep.
All right, let's get some more super chats in.
Fuck him in the asshole with a big rubber dick. John Davis.
I need to
$20.
drink more.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
No, I know we could go on about that shit forever because it's
forever.
It's basically defined the course of everyone's life since February of last year.
Yep.
And it should never have been that way.
No.
And I love how they're oh so concerned about grandma, but 5 Democrat governors who committed mass genocide are never going to see a day in court because of
They're getting a pass.
qualified immunity.
No qualified immunity, but they give everyone a pass that's involved in that shit.
John Davis with a $20 super chat. There's no comment with that, so if there was one there, YouTube deleted it. Thor Najal. Great to have you all alive still. The news decided not to focus on the Biden authoritarian speech and focus instead on his new puppy. Anyone want to know what happened to the old one?
Nope.
He probably tried to grab his tail while he was slipping in the shower and fell on it and then used it to wipe his butt.
Or he sniffed it to death.
Yeah, there is.
No,
actually,
I just read that the Biden puppy Major is being rehomed into someone who is more capable of handling a dog, which to me means if our president isn't even capable of handling a dog with all of his fucking handlers around him.
Please take away the nuclear football.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
you.
where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
What?
Fucking nuts.
I got them all. Ohio Trucker 1, Blake check Redonkulas 12, Crazy X. We got a bunch of Crazy X stories in here, dude. You're going to have to be, like, dudes, if you do put if you do send in emails, make sure that you put your username in the subject so that I know who you are.
Yeah, we might not be able to get to all these. It's already after 10.
My Crazy X ruined a perfectly good shirt and pants. I was working a second job that meant I could be out until 4 a.m. The night we broke up, I came home and found my wife on medication and alcohol. She started to yell that I was having an affair. I smelt of alcohol and cigarette smoke. I was a bodyguard and the client was club hopping. I thought something was wrong with my ex, and I decided to remove all the ammo from the apartment and kept my weapon in a vehicle safe. She was screaming and shaking as I looked down the barrel of a 2-inch 357 Magnum. I could see that 3 of the cylinders were loaded. The flash was bright. The noise was deafening as she emptied the revolver while screaming, "I love you!" No hits on me, but 3 holes in my shirt and a fresh turd in my pants. She's still in the psych ward. She was abusing prescription meds and booze, and she's now over 300 pounds and batshit crazy.
So you got Pulp Fiction, man. You're lucky.
Very lucky.
Holy shit.
Wow. Oof. That is insane, man.
That is fucked up.
Travis Wolf, #1 killer of men thinking with the little head.
Yeah.
That's always the first step. Crimson Hawk, what would it take?
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. Not going to let that one slide. Okay?
Nah.
Because yes, men like to have sex, okay?
No.
That does not excuse these bitches from being crazy and coming after you.
Amen
okay?
to that.
Never in a million fucking years. You can be as dick thinking as you want to be. It never excuses a woman from coming after you and trying to ruin you in any way, shape, or form or fashion.
Yeah.
I got you.
End of.
And half the time the chicks who ruin you have seen more rod than a Civil War musket. So they really can't point a finger at you and say there's a double standard there.
Yeah, she's been run through more than a Civil War.
There's a big difference between earning something and just saying yes. So that's why sleuths and steweds will never be a double standard. It's just a fact of life.
Absolutely correct.
Crimson Hawk, what would it take to get unsavory agents on Uncle Pop's cast with Mrs. Brooks? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know who Unsavory Agents is. Have you heard of that?
I don't know who that is, but I mean, as long as I'm available, I'm down.
Yeah, shoot us an email, see if we can get in touch.
Sure.
M. Pujo, ho, ho, ho. If you know what I mean. Merry Christmas.
Garden tool.
Garden tool. Pop, she's not expensive, but she's got some Starburst for you. Demaster 12 says, I judge you. Ohio Trucker 1, Crazy X found my semi and began to stalk me. That's how she found me. I live in the middle of nowhere with 3 attack dogs and guns. I can't afford to move as I'm caring for my grandma. Need Green Beret advice ASAP.
Well,
wow.
That could be a problem.
Could be a very big problem. We got your email now. So I'll have Pop get in touch with you, send you some of that advice directly. Alex Patino, whiskey money. I prefer Jack Daniels, but you enjoy cold brew. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. No pun intended. Thank you so much. That's a $40 super chat, which means we need one of these.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
All right.
And I will have some cold brew.
Hell yeah,
Just
you
for
will.
you.
I like it. Crazy Uncle sent in another one. One of these days I will explain the details, but picture someone trying to pull ownership of a friend's daughter. The sound of knives being unsheathed, flipped open, and pistols clearing leather is something you don't forget.
Yeah.
Whew. Sounds like the ending of a Quentin Tarantino movie. Jeffrey Swaney, I was Fort Benning Harmony Church survivor, Sand Hilton, brother.
I'm from Sand Hill. Harmony Church was still in existence when I went, but was turned into an urban sniper school after a couple years after I graduated.
Nice. Smooth Criminal, Lauren's getting mad! Hard on! Ace Ventura voice. I can't do that one too well. I have to rewatch those movies. Tony Soprano, Pop, check your email. The email is called Alternative Christmas Song Lyrics. I think you'll like it. Here we go. Alternative Christmas song lyrics to Santa Claus is coming to town. You better not cry, you better not pout. I'm going in dry. Santa Claus is coming inside.
Oh, Jesus.
He's in you when you're sleeping. Your jaw hurts when you're awake. You know he has HIV, so guard your ass and stay awake.
Jesus Christ. That's terrible.
Awesome.
Terrible.
That is fantastic. Thank you very much for that. That's good. Cliff3188 to Lauren. What makes me think all this is BS is the fact that the homeless aren't all dead.
That's right. I've been saying that.
They're either immunocompromised or have a system on overdrive.
I've been saying this for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
If it really was that dead, the homeless population would be cleaned out.
The homeless would be...
Absolutely.
The third world countries would be decimated, and they're not.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Terrible.
Yeah, no. And it's so funny that they're using... I know it's South Africa. South Africa is like the whitest place in Africa, right? But they're using South Africa because it's more recognizable than like Niger or Zimbabwe. Like, Omicron is, oh my God, it's just running rampant down here. It's just, oh my God, everybody's just dying down here.
Everybody just doing shit down here, man.
Actually, they're not.
Really?
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
No.
They're not.
Yeah,
But
Omicron
they
is an anagram for moronic.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Extraction Expert sent a story. Grew up in New York, 2 hours north of Syracuse on a dairy farm. Got shook out of bed by my dad at around 22:30. He said my buddy Mike was on the phone and it was urgent. Turns out he was calling me from the basement phone of his girlfriend's house. He said her parents had come home early from a trip. Knowing her dad, I understood the peril he was in. So he needed an emergency extract. I filled my dad in and we hatched a plan. I briefed Mike and my dad and headed for their farm. Lights out on final. Dad dropped me off and I headed for the barn, opening the lot gates and turned on the barn lights, yelling and banging on shit, then ditched into the woods. This gave Mike his chance to exit the basement to the woods, and we met at the rally point, then headed to where my dad was waiting with the truck. Only then, in the truck lights, I noticed Mike was covered in cuts, buck naked and bruised from jumping down the laundry chute to escape his impending doom.
Yep.
Went on to a blooming career of saving my boys in the Corps. Dad was old school infantry, so he didn't condone, but he understood.
Yeah, I had a really bad run-in with a woman's father once, and it was not pretty.
Yeah, I remember
Involved
that one.
12-gauge shotgun rounds, going over the back fence, jumping off of the deck, running for my life. Kind of sucked.
Yeah, it didn't sound like a lot of fun.
No.
Oh.
What's this?
So wait, did you actually hit that one? Like, did you actually get the pussy?
Yes. Yeah. I was all over
Or was
that.
it
All right.
all right? Was it worth it?
Well, to be honest, I had gone out with her for like maybe 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I was...
You were in it to win it, but...
I would say I was emotionally attached to this girl, but after you're like, getting shot at, It's not really worth it. And here's the funny part: is like years and years later, I ran into that guy, and like that daughter, had married a doctor, then got divorced.
Ooh.
And she had a kid with the doctor, and then a kid with another guy, and she had like 3 kids from 3 different dudes. And I was like, well, congratulations. Because, maybe she'd be with me if you didn't fucking shoot at me all those years ago, you dumbass. Fuck you.
No, but you know what, Pop? Then you'd just be one in the series
You're probably
of all
right.
her baby daddy.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
You're probably right. But
You'd
still,
be one in a long line.
I had to throw that last jab in there because, dodging double-eyed buckshot tends to cause negative feelings.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And
it kind of deserves at least a little fuck you on the way out, right?
Wow. We just got a new champion.
Oh, no.
Hot Dog 401 with 400 Canadian, which transfers to 307 US dollars. So
Thank you, dude.
Just squeak it out there at the end. Thank you so very much.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Wow. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate it. Pop's been following your show since the start. You kept me alive and taught me to dodge the bullshit. Merry Christmas to you and Blake. Happy New Year's. Good health, good fortune. Lauren, you're a rock star. Keep on keeping it real, and cheers.
Outstanding.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much, man. Merry Christmas to you. Alex Patino. When the army closed the armor school at Fort Knox, I got moved to Harmony Church in 2011. I was a cavalry scout instructor from 2012 to 14. Scouts out.
Yeah.
It's good times right there. Jumping back over to Streamlabs. Okay. Crusader Nate, hope you enjoyed the butts I sent you. I did, yeah. I'm going to make sure that Pop sees those later. Dan's, I still vote for a 3-way. No. No, I tell you, we did a whole video about that 3-way survival guide. If you haven't watched it.
You don't want to do that, man.
You should do it.
Watch the show, but don't do the 3-way.
Mexi Man and Cheese. Watch out, boys. The chameleons are coming. We have a new girl at work. Not very talkative at first, but after a few days, she finds out I'm up for a good promotion. Then all of a sudden, my hobbies are where her hobbies are the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
No. Listen. And this is very important. If you care anything about your career, you do not fish off the company pier. You do not shit where you eat.
Amen.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't give a damn what kind of googly eyes this bitch is making at you. If you listen, even if you and her connect and you actually care about each other, then you need to understand that one of you needs to leave your position because a relationship at your job is just untenable.
Yep.
Because there's always the factor of what if it doesn't work? And then you have to deal with a fucking a hostile person at your job where you're trying to earn a living.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it just makes more sense. If you care about your job, don't fuck with the people at your job.
Amen.
That's just number one.
No.
You know what I mean? And if you like the girl, then she needs to find somewhere else to work, and then maybe you can figure it out. But outside of that, you're risking your job. You're risking not only your job. We live in the era of Me Too, where these fucking bitches are out here trying to get any male out of their position. So just don't even put yourself in that place. Leave them alone.
All right.
I
Jesus
agree with you
Christ.
100%.
Listen, I gotta say this out to Colonel Chikosley. I know that you're out of the service now because you decided to put your dick in crazy, but you should listen to this woman here. She's speaking in common sense here. And fuck you, civilian Chikosley now. All right.
I mean, seriously, like, look, there's a office building down the block around the corner where there might be someone even better for you. Okay. But the fact you have to be tactical about this shit, right? This is your livelihood and you don't get another one. You get one. Okay. You You can't marry a hot chick and expect to just be comfortable for the rest of your life.
That
You
will never
only have
happen.
your-
No.
Never.
If
Never.
you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a
fucking
pretty woman your
happen.
wife.
I'm sorry, I'm swinging the axe
only
around. All right, we got to move on.
No, but
All right.
We're
I'm
with
sorry.
you
I will
1,000%.
I will
I know
get
it's
off
the
my
cold brew.
soapbox.
It's the cold brew talking. I got you.
Oh, the cold brew talks all on its
not
own.
just the cold brew. It's not just the cold brew. It's my fucking actual hatred for how these women are treating these men. And
that's why we love you.
I'm so beside myself. Anyway, let's go.
All right.
Really? I only see one of you. All right. Jimmy Bones, the woman's crazy button is on her cervix. Don't go mashing that button like a noob in Street Fighter and expect to win the fight. Always stay 3 to 5 centimeters back.
That's brilliant, Jimmy.
Jimmy's the only one in the chat who has his own meme. We're going to have to change that. DeWall, MacGyvered Pringles can. 1, line with plastic. 2, paint top of plastic under lid of Pringles so they cannot see what's in it. 3, remove fish hook barbs. 4, glue fish hook barbs around the inside of the lip of the Pringles can. Rip and tear when they pull the bag.
Yeah, see, I wasn't trying to get anyone like a wicked infection. I was just fulfilling a ranger school promise that if you fall asleep and get me a major minus, I'm going to mail you a Pringles can full of shit.
Works for me.
I got to keep my word, man.
That's absolutely true. Ascension! I want all of you to have a Merry Christmas and enjoy your family, laugh, be merry, and have as much fun as you can with those you love. And thank you for all your help with my mother. You guys are amazing. Take care all. And Pop, I have a Christmas gift for you in the form of a paranormal event that happened in Russia.
Ooh.
The story of a lady who found an infant in the woods that seemed human. A series of events proved otherwise. This was a documentary called Alashenka of Russia.
Alashenka. Well, let's see if I can-
Send me that in a message, Ascension. I want to make sure that Pop gets to watch that.
Yeah,
Because he
I'll
looks
watch that
very
shit on
interested.
YouTube.
He looks very interested.
Fuck yeah.
Jumping over to MGTOW.tv. All right. I'm going to make sure that I see everything here. I don't want to leave anybody out. SoGo, Part 1. Glad I made it tonight. Just got the truck parked. Been at an event at truck stop. What happens here stays here. Right.
Okay.
And I walk up to a lady at the counter, ladies in quotes, oh boy,
Oh,
with
no.
her back to me, super short skirt, leggings, it is cold tonight, pink fur collared jacket, a giant blue hairdo, and fuck me pumps on.
That's
I
a lot.
thought I
lizard.
may get an interesting conversation out of this. She turns around and she is older than I am, probably late 50s, early 60s. So I got my daily dose of nightmare fuel tonight. She smiles at me and I bolted for the door.
Well, she was probably a professional working the lot.
Why do certain old women have to dress like they did in the 80s?
Oh, God! Why didn't anybody tell me?
I don't know.
S. Kent says, is it too late to ask God for my rib back? Eve wasn't worth the ass pain.
Nope.
The best you're going to do is go into Popeye's Chicken. As Kent again, idea for the shop. The Pringles can full of shit, except instead of Pop's nasty ass expulsion, it's filled with sweet merch.
Sweet merch.
Hey, we could totally pull that off. SoGo, I have a great slingback horror story from my list, or from my first common law wife. But it's a long tale. I have to set up an email and send it to Blake for the next time we have a scary story night.
All right.
Lauren, sideways again. The boobs look interesting sideways.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Hey, what are you going to do?
Not really. I'm trying to come back. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. It's all right. You've been drinking. I got it. These things happen.
They do happen. Jumping back over to YouTube here. John Davis sent us an email. I got one from Crazy Uncle here, too. The best failure to get away was when I was young. We came in from hunting just after sundown into a family friend's house. We had not even gone inside when we heard something land outside. Of course, the dog was going nuts. We turned on the spotlight and saw a guy running bare-assed away from the house. The father was about to shoot, but he was halted by his brother. Realizing what was going on, I was about to take the shot myself. Then we heard the screaming. The idiot had not only snuck into the house during hunting season, but tried to run away right through the electric fence.
Nice.
I was young at the time and didn't realize why everyone just went back in the house. I went home a few minutes later once he started to scream at his daughter. Found out later it took a few minutes for the guy to get out of the electric fence and get to his car. I still have no idea where he hid his keys when he ran away.
Yeah, I've seen.
Terrible.
We had an electric fence issue in Ranger School.
That's how it goes,
It's
man.
not pleasant.
It doesn't sound like fun. It really doesn't.
Well, it didn't affect me. I got to sleep. But somebody burned their nutsack on stepping over an electric fence.
Oh,
And that was a 2-hour break in contact. We got to sleep for 2 hours.
sounds like fun.
Sweet sleep.
All right, John Davis's email here. I'm a recovering white knight. Married a former MTV grind dancer. Now, there's your problem. That became a cocktail waitress at a shaken club. While working at the club, she met crackhead Bob from Howard Stern. She got engaged to Bob.
Oh, my God.
Then called it off 2 weeks before the wedding. She moved to the other side of the country where I got noodle slooged by her. Wow. We didn't use that expression very often. That is a phenomenal callback, sir. Wrote a check against her. I was in it to win it. Second review, 14 years. She punched out.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, she said she wanted a divorce. Easter caught her sexting with another dude. Son's birthday caught her fucking another guy. My birthday, she served me papers.
Jesus.
Divorce is over 3 months, 2 of 3 kids hiking with me. She gets pissed when third decides to go hiking with me. They try to catch me at Trailhead, but we are down the trail with no cell service. Ex decides to do body work on my truck with a rock. My 12-year-old records her. Attached image file. Whoa! Ex did a weekend in jail and 12-month probation. I got the IRA cash I gave her in the divorce for truck repairs. Winning.
Yeah, they need to start putting these chicks in prison for real.
Yeah. I would agree
There
with
should be no difference in sentencing between men and women.
No.
No.
There shouldn't be.
And nothing will change until women are held as responsible
As men.
not
Absolutely correct.
not even held as responsible as men. That would be one thing. That would be wonderful. But I would say in the cases where like women make false allegations, you should also be held to the same standard
Absolutely
as
correct.
someone who actually did the crime. And that would absolutely it would solve all of this fucking problems with these bitches making these false allegations. Shut up. Either you want to go to jail or you really have something to prove.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm going to show this.
We got the video here.
Show the video.
Let's check it out.
Oh, no.
Oh!
God.
I'm calling the cops.
What is she pissed? Oh, my God.
Oh!
Oh, yeah. This is,
She seems to like walking.
Stop it!
obviously she's fucking crazy.
A little bit.
Stop!
And this is the and she's setting a great example for the kid who's
Absolutely.
filming all this shit.
Stop it! You should stop it!
Stop! Oh my god!
Stop!
You're such a
What are
bitch.
you doing? Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you can always tell where somebody's head is when they pronounce it batch.
What's the next one? We're almost done?
I think we might actually be done here. I'm going to jump around here, make sure everybody has their stuff yet. Heidi over on Odyssey says, Merry? As in Merry Christmas.
Alrighty.
Thank you all very much for tuning in tonight. We got a lot of people here right up until here. I still have not told my Slingback story, so I'm going to try to make it nice and quick for you guys.
All right.
Oh yeah!
Apparently she's excited for it. Okay. Back in the day, when I first went to college, I met a chick in the, my first semester. We'll call her Joy, because I don't want to get sued. Okay. Now, she wasn't, perfect or anything, but I thought she was gorgeous. Beautiful face, gymnastics body. So she had the smoking ass option, but not really much going on upstairs. I made it very clear up front that I was interested, but you know, I just got out of a long-term relationship and it wasn't really the best. And took 2 years for me to finally get this chick to agree to go out with me.
I would have quit.
But I wasn't like pining for her for those 2 years. I was off doing other things, like a couple of her friends.
Gotcha.
Another story for another time. But you know, we finally start dating, if you can call it that. Because it took 6 months for her to agree to the way, hey. I guess it's a good thing I had another girlfriend at the time.
Wow. Okay.
Just got to keep that how it is. But what wound up happening was, with the 6 months thing, we finally did the way, hey. It wasn't great.
Uh-huh.
I could tell that she was doing it because she thought that it was about time, and not because she really wanted to.
So she wasn't into it.
Which makes it weird.
You were getting into it, and she literally was not into it.
I couldn't even get into it because I could tell there was something wrong.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Less than a month later, I'm at work. At that point in time, I was waiting tables. Got a phone call while I'm on the job. I couldn't answer. Go straight to voicemail. She breaks up with me over voicemail. Ask me why.
Because you didn't pick up the phone?
No. It's more embarrassing than that.
It's got to be something stupid like a rumor or a dream.
She had a dream.
Oh, I knew it! I knew
She
it!
had a
Oh,
dream
my God!
that
I knew it!
that I fell for somebody else.
Oh.
I'm listening to this voicemail and I'm at work and I'm like, there's people all around me staring at me like a monkey doing a math problem, wondering what the fuck is going on. And I get off the phone and I start laughing my ass off. Like, I know her name. I know what she looks like. Where?
All right.
7 years later, because this was prior to the social media generation. Like by the time like the 7 years passed, that was when Facebook was in like its heyday.
So did she gain her 50 pounds?
Yes. She adds me on Facebook, and she starts talking to me, and I was like, I already know where this is going. So I just kind of put it out there. I was like, hey, kind of felt like I didn't really give it my best punch that first time. What do you say?
Yeah, retribution coitus.
Retribution coitus. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I greeted her at the side door, walked her into the house, walked her right downstairs. 5 minutes later, blew her mind and her back out. Then she was hooked and wouldn't leave me alone. I knew that I knew what I was getting into. So I full on gave her the 10 dick.
Okay.
So now she's like she'd come over, blow her back out, and then I'd just go to work. And she would sit there like sitting next to me while I'm working, like, just watching me and talking to me. And then I have to go to the store to get some beer. I guess you're still here. You want to come? Yeah. We're in line at the store. She's like holding onto my arms and kissing my shoulder through my shirt. I'm like,
she's Michael Jackson. She's Michael Jackson. I wanna be where you are.
pretty much, yeah.
Anywhere
So,
you are.
I'm well aware that she's catching feelings. And it's chronic. It's a chronic condition.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for her to bring it up. And finally, one day she does. I feel like we lost so much time. And like, okay.
Here we go.
We're on the subject. About that dream you had. I know it's been 7 years, but dreams that tend to have real-world consequences, I should probably find out what that was all about. I don't remember.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's somebody you want to keep in your life.
That's somebody who was banging her ex in all likelihood.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But I thought that was hilarious. So after she gave me the paperweight that said I love you on it for Christmas, let's just say there wasn't a Happy New Year.
You jettisoned. I got you.
And that is where retribution coitus comes from.
Yes, I like it.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I can remember vivid dreams I had that had no real-world consequences from when I was like 7, 8 years old.
I used to have them all the time.
Yeah.
Some of them used to come true.
Yeah, the ones that come true especially, like, oh, holy shit.
It happened a lot before the age of 12.
Yeah.
You know, after I started going into puberty, it happened less and less.
So you had your ESP, and then you kind of lost it, and then when you got blown up, you got it back?
No. Well, the thing is like when you're younger, most people have ESP.
Yeah.
And it was very prominent. And then when I turned 12, 13, and slowly, the vivid dreams and the premonitions kind of went away. I still have deja vu.
Yes,
I get that a lot. And I get a lot of gut feelings, but it's not anything like it used to be when I was younger.
Yep.
So.
Oof.
And it did come back a little bit after I got my bell rung by the explosion.
Yeah, I remember. And you, after that, that's when shit got real, and that's where Paranormal Pop was born.
Fucking changes shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
All
right. Ohio Trucker 1 says, Cop Buddy's putting me up. Well, that's good to know. All right. We're still here at the end with 60 people over on Twitch, 41 on D-Live with lots of gift game going on in there. Thank you for tuning in. 66 on Odyssey. Thank you for your chats tonight. MGTOW.tv, 37 people still over there. See if there's any more donations. I don't think so. Nope. I think we're pretty good. Hitting over on Streamlabs there. All right. Thank you all very much for that. Jumping over to YouTube. And I think we're all good for tonight. Lauren, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing your Psycho X stories.
Listen, it's always my pleasure to come and hang out with you guys because, I'm a person that needs to express myself, and it kind of feels like I don't really get enough chance to do so. And if you guys give me the opportunity, I love it because, it's beyond time to, start calling out these women for what they're doing to our society, because it's not the men. Men are the builders. Women are the ones that are just sitting here and destroying everything that the men have built. And I'm not about to sit back and let them just denigrate you guys. It's just destructive, and it has no place in our society.
It's Marxism.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It really is. It is. Absolutely is. It's the destruction of the family so that we can let government come in and be the daddy.
The daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here for it.
All right.
Not here for it.
Ready for the safety briefing?
Yeah, I am. I just got a message from Polska Bob. He said that I missed my donation. I didn't get it.
Polska Bob.
Polska Bob. Yeah, I'm looking over on Streamlabs. I'm not seeing anything good, sir. Just double checking here to make sure that I didn't miss anything.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be the first time shit disappears in those.
Yeah, nothing surprises me anymore. Oh, there it is. Yeah, gentlemen, beer monies. Pop really enjoyed the Antarctica vid. There's a lot of weird shit going on over there, but check out the 40-minute interview Admiral Byrd did from the 30s after he went to the North Pole.
All right. I'm also going to do a video on HARP.
HARP?
Which is
the weather thing.
The weather channel, the weather machine thing.
Yep.
Oh, Lauren knows.
Uh-huh. And then
yes, I do.
I have another one coming up about the three generals who said it looks like we have a coup coming up. A coup.
A coup, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'll talk about that as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it when women try to tell the weather. All they got to do is walk into a room. Bing!
Yep.
It's all good.
All right. So my lights are on, but my headlights are not on. Sorry, it's not that cold in here.
Not yet.
All right. I got
Safety briefing, good sir.
All right. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink or swim. Wear a condom. Take it with you or flush it down the toilet. If you have to defend yourself, shoot to kill, not wound, because one generates a hell of a lot of paperwork.
You're damn right. And just because it's the end of the night and you will see us again tomorrow. Cock and balls. Cock and balls. Cock and balls. Cock and balls. Download the ringtone, dudes. It's at redonkulas.com right now in a zip file. Send it to your friends.
See you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time. Well, not same bat time, but same bat channel. 12 noon. We'll be here.
All right.
Come on, man.